Kia Tefano, no mai hoki mai. Welcome back to Parakiore Recreation and Sports Centre downtown Otago, Christchurch for this round 4 matchup between the Nuggets and the Rams in Rapid League. And Andrew Mulligan, Casey Frank on hand for this one. Casey, rapid by name, rapid by nature.
Oh, it's fast, it's fierce this first. And this Nuggets team has been playing pretty solid basketball, especially as of late. Going to be a tough challenge against a young Rapid League team for the Canterbury Rams, who have been excellent in creating their developmental program, and it pays off and pays those dividends in Rapid League week in, week out.
Certainly does, and this is how Rapid League has transpired across round 4. And the Nuggets already played the Jets, put 53 on the Jets, and the Giants put 58 on the Airs. In case you're wondering, Rapid League record is, Casey Frank?
60 points for the Canterbury Rams once time against the Southland Sharks.
And you can see, as we turn the page, the Tuataras sneak one against the Hawks, just like they did in the NZNBL game after that one. And we've got one more to go in round 4 from ILT Stadium, Southland and Otago. The Sharks will host the Jets, who are on their southern swing, having played in Dunedin against these Nuggets. Standings look like this: the Phi 5-0, and the Tuatara and Saints at 4-1 apiece.
Just the one loss for the Nuggets, but they've bounced back from that with a big win last time out. But it's going to be difficult for this Rams team to keep pace, sitting there in 9th position.
Very un-Rams-like.
But they are coming off a win after 3 losses to start the season, and all those were close games. They probably could have won 1 or 2 of them, so they're moving in the right direction and very keen to prove themselves against the Nuggets side in the top 4.
Here's the starting 5 for the night and day Otago Nuggets. Fata Paese, he is a Rapid League specialist. He's made the move south, and the likes of Chisholm, Martin, Bizet and Boomer will get us going here. It's not a particularly big team, but it is a fast team for the Nuggets.
Boomer's got decent size, but Fata Paese, All-Star 5 a season ago for the Manawatu Jets in the All-Star in the Rapid League, and not playing quite as many minutes in the Rapid League this season. He's played more in the NBL, but certainly a threat at all times here. Looking at the Canterbury Rams, Stephanie Kate, Cooper, Anna Martin, Jake Holmes, and Tony Worthen. Jake Holmes has been playing with fantastic energy and enthusiasm, has excellent size as well. Going to be tough for this Nugget squad to match up on the interior with Holmes and company.
Here is how it looks head-to-head between these two teams. And you can see the field goal percentage. Rapid League is generally down across what you expect from a Sal's NBL game, but that is very, very, very good from the Nuggets and Rapid League.
And the second worst field goal percentage in the league for the Rams. Not what you want to see, that Nugget squad top 5. But of course the Nuggets play tremendous defense. They're best in the competition from the field for their opponents. They're only shooting 38%, so it's going to be difficult for the Rams to find clean looks today.
Just about ready to go. Mana Martin, incidentally, second leading scorer in Rapid League last year. And he had a single game record of 31.
That's a lot of points, man.
I mean, some teams battle to score 31.
31 points for a player in 16 minutes is something else.
That is 4 4-minute quarters in Rapid League. No coach timeouts. Each team has a BNZ player timeout. And 3 team fouls per quarter before you're in the bonus.
How about Chisholm? Misses the first, but gets that offensive rebound and attacks the rim for that left-handed finish. The Rapid League captain today, coming out early with the energy.
And I believe I'm going to go a clock issue.
Well, it's a new gym.
Yep.
You know, new gyms, it's tough to make sure that everything's plugged in properly.
It looks amazing from what we can see from where we are. This new gym.
It's a fantastic facility. Big thing, not of course just for the Rams to play, but the ability for the community to get a few more basketball courts out there, because they're desperately needed all over the country.
Maybe after, between this and the Sal's NBL game, we could shoot over to the hydro slides, you and I, Case.
Just give it a go. Oh,
stepped out, Jacob Holmes.
Jake unfortunately cannot get there. Does a nice job of cutting down the line, but steps out of bounds before he gets that flush.
Jake Holmes 6'5", 18-year-old. Played 9 Rapid League games in 2025 before he had an injury.
Really nice defense there by the Rams, getting up and in early.
Played his high school basketball for Rangiora. Cooper kicks it out. That three is good from Tawhiri Kate.
Well, really nice play by Cooper both ways. First, he plays the defense that forces the turnover. Then on that catch, drives into the teeth of the defense, draws multiple defenders before kicking it out to Kate for the finish.
That long shot is off.
Christian Martin with a step back. Can't quite find the space he needed to as Holmes brings back the other way before he just loses the handle.
Moving around the perimeter. Cooper finding Jake Holmes. That 3 ball off the heel of the iron.
Good defense by Paese, really closing the gap there. Not giving the taller Holmes any space to get that dribble onto the floor.
That's Paese. Oh, nice look. Oak Chisholm with the nice pass.
Beautiful finish by Martin too, just catching it and flipping it up. Nice movement by the Nuggets for the entire 24 seconds. That was a really dynamic play, no staticness at all. As we see on the other end, Christian Martin gets his hand caught in the cookie jar.
Christian Martin, of course, part of the 3x3 team that won the Asia Cup for the Tall Blacks in April. He's played for the Franklin Bulls previously. Also played 19 games for the Nuggets last year as well, did Christian Martin. So he's experienced across the floor. Rapid League suits 3x3 players, I reckon. Because 3x3, there's not a lot of stoppages.
You know, it's a lot of self-determination as well, which is what these players have to do. It's not about what the coach is telling you. It's about what you can read and react to out there on the floor.
Paese has it blocked by Tawhiri Kate, knocks it out of bounds.
Well attacked from behind there. Kate doesn't give up on the play. He's got the only bucket in the game right now for the Rams and playing excellent defense on the other side as well.
No Ihaka Kate in the Rapid League. He's been elevated to the starting 5 for the Sal's NBL game. Coming up at 2 p.m., 3 p.m. rather, local time. Paese misses that.
See if the Rams can't figure out something here in transition. But the Nuggets have done a nice job of getting back and slowing things down in the half court.
Stolen away.
Christian Martin again handing the passing lane and attacks in transition. That's got to be a travel.
Or he slid out of bounds, or it's definitely going to be a Rams ball.
Well, if you're not going to call the foul on the contact, which I don't think there was any foul, this is Martin creating that ability and coming into the body. And it just slips over there, unfortunate for him, before he slides right out of bounds.
Gustello, number 3 in the game, but it's stolen away by the Nuggets. Christian Martin. Contested 3 in the corner. Batted out, and it falls to Paese. Martin, and we've got a foul up high.
You just got to keep those hands out. That time.
Christian Martin averaging 8.7 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 2 assists a game in Rapid League for the Nuggets. That is good production in 16 minutes on average. Chisholm dropping it off for Boomer. And Boomer in deep. Good collapsing defense from the Rams, but it stays with the visitors. Ethan Rusbatch, the 33-year-old, made his move. He's a Christchurch born and bred as well. Local boy is Ethan Rusbatch, and he is on the bench for the Nuggets watching this game. Gets a start at the Sal's NBL game, and a foul underneath.
Crazy angle foul that time. Did not think Chisholm was going to be able to get that pass through, but he threads that needle perfectly, and Harry Bazette is the beneficiary. He's off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe now to try and extend this lead as both teams talk things over. Take this moment to do some self-coaching before they get in on the rebound.
Bazette makes the first from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Of course, every free throw counts because the Chemist Warehouse is behind the Hoops and Schools program. It's your chance for Tasman, Canterbury, and the West Coast. Use that QR code to apply and see if you can't get a Hoops and School near you. All thanks to the Chemist Warehouse and Basketball New Zealand.
Dallo up high. Nice work on the drive. Mana Martin can get the roll.
Well, just gets to his spot and elevates. He's got such great size for a perimeter player. And it's really beneficial when you get into a little bit closer and able to rise up over those shorter defenders.
Chisholm. Shot clock's at 7. And a foul.
And that's not a foul you want, unfortunately. It's pushing up from behind at that time. It's going to send you to the Chemist Warehouse stripe once again. Just 8 seconds on the clock, but that's the 3rd foul on the Rams. So that's free throws for the Nuggies. They've been living at the line this last couple of minutes.
Liam Boomer from the prestigious school of Otago Boys High School, studying at uni. Had a handful of games for the Nuggets last year. Dallo with time winding down, falling away, the former Tuatara player. It rims out, and that's the first quarter here at the Parakiori Recreation and Sports Centre.
Went pretty quick. There's a couple of whistles in there, but the Otago Nuggets not really been able to find the range, but certainly finding some activity on the offensive glass. The Nuggets holding the lead 8-5, but only shooting 2 for 9 from the field in the opener. The Rams better at 2 for 5, but 7 rebounds in total for the Nuggets was the difference. Of course, on the offensive end, there was 5 of those 7 were corralled, and that builds up an appetite. And if you've got an appetite, it's time for a $30 large cheese pizza from Sal's. No deal like that one. Use that online code SALSASSIST26 or scan the QR code right now to get to the Sal's closest to you. Nothing like a cheese pizza for the kids on the weekend. Not for me, I like toppings.
Fan of the pepperoni, double that pepperoni as well, but that is great value, large cheese pizza. I mean, they are big slices.
If I gotta eat a cheese, it'll be a Sal's cheese though.
Yeah.
I don't mind, because they got that real mozzarella.
I love the way you did that, put that French accent on.
It's Italian.
Oh, I know mozzarella is, but that accent.
Mozzarella.
Why are you dropping that A off the end?
Because it's mozzarella. You've never been to Jersey. You don't know anything about Italian food.
I've never been to New Jersey. The home of mozzarella.
Mozzarella. Mozzarella.
Just a reminder, we are on air. Second quarter underway, front of the rim. Tuffety Kate with an offensive board, and Dallo pulls that trigger nicely.
Offensive rebound, so key to those second chance opportunities, and no better time to let a 3 fly than off that offensive board, kick it out, wide open look, knock it down, and all tied up now before the contact on Christian Martin up high.
That's a ticky-tack foul. That's just one of those little chicken wing ones on the hip, isn't it?
You can probably let a little bit of that go. We've seen, it feels like we've seen a tighter whistle this round. There's been a couple of games where they've really been keen on, especially the movement away from the basket.
Fatapayase picking it out. Martin's 3. That's good.
That's a confident shot there. I actually thought he might have wanted to kick that one on for the wide open shot in the corner, but Martin drains it despite the defensive hand coming close to him.
Kate with room. He answers with a 3 of his own.
And both teams really creating for their perimeter by penetrating first. That time Gate gets the look after that penetration right into the heart of the defense. Multiple defenders drop, leaving that 3-pointer open.
Oh, nice feed. Nice finish as well. Bazette with the right hand.
Yeah, beautiful finish at the bucket. Coming off that on ball, really nicely passed as well.
Nice find, Worthington.
Suddenly we're cooking with petrol. That is some offense flowing. That is 5 buckets in a row, back and forth. These two teams are going, and it's all based off this penetration early. Both teams really struggling to defend the paint.
Martin fouled on the drive on the floor, and it's second team foul for the Canterbury Rams here, with scores tied at 13.
Christian Martin doing a really nice job of imposing his physicality on the game right now. He's a big guard, can score inside and out, and he's drawing a lot of fouls. Let's another one fly there.
Another 3 for Martin.
8 points already, a couple of triples, and he's drawn a few fouls at the same time, so really impressive offensive showing for him. Had that rotation over, made that a much more difficult pass than it needed to be for Cooper.
Brody Cooper just firing it out of bounds.
Part of that is because that rotation by Christian Martin comes in, and what looked like an easy pass changes a little bit with the defender in there, but still probably want to just drop it in the breadbasket. Don't want to toss it up so high with that frozen rope.
Nuggets have a 3-point lead. Midway point of the second quarter. Nuggets go empty on that possession. Free ball.
We had seen such excellent penetration for about 4 or 5 possessions in a row by both teams, and the last couple, that's gone to the wayside. They're both becoming very perimeter oriented without the dribble drive.
Tatapayase. Nicely done.
Ooh, well blocked from behind by Martin.
Boomer had it stuffed in it.
Went boom on Boomer.
Well, yeah. Dello gives it up. Rams defense to the 4 here. Just can't convert, but they are crashing the glass.
Yeah, they've really picked up the offensive rebounds. That had none in the first quarter, but they've already got 2 here in the second.
Dello drives. Nice finish off the glass.
Changes direction and attacking a much bigger defender in Boomer. Able to create just enough space for that kiss off the Windex.
Pull up. Too strong.
Nuggets have gone away. They're finding much better activity when they're getting inside the lane, but they've been settling recently.
A foul.
I think that's just up top in the middle there.
Yeah.
As Worthington, I think, was trying to get to the cup. And just a little bit of a grab. He's trying to do that bump. You can slow that cutter down, but you have to bump with your chest. Once your hands get in there, it's an easier whistle. How'd that get through?
Oh my, what a thread.
The ball had eyes, man.
It certainly did. And that is excellent work.
You could try to pass that through Tatapayase like 3 times. I don't know if it goes through his hands, all 3. But it made it that time.
Swiped away from Chisholm. It stays with the Nuggets. Let's have another look at that.
There it is, just right into the breadbasket.
Oh, goes in for Boomer. A little bit of a fortuitous look there as the Rams got caught napping, and shot clock is off in the venue. First half about to come to a close. Too strong, tipped
Got
around.
a timeout, and they're going to use it.
And they do.
Might add about a half second there, I think, as well, as we get Christian Martin calling the BNZ player timeout, giving the fans at home a chance to win one of 5,000 tickets to games this season.
Player only timeout, 30 seconds long. Ball is advanced to the half court. And we're going to have 1.9 on the clock.
There it is, ticket to the big game. Scan it quick, because we're back to the action now.
Chisholm Tatapayase can turn and shoot here. And that'll do us for the first half. And it's a tight one. The Nuggets with a skinny 1-point lead here. They lead the Rams 18 points to 17 in Rapid League.
Well, a flurry of activity in that second quarter where the pace picked up quickly. as we take a look at some of those first half highlights. A lot of Gus Dallow and a lot of Christian Martin in this one. Started with the Rams finding penetration before kicking it out for those triples. Martin trying to attack the rim, but the Nuggets controlling the glass and finding ways to penetrate the defense on the other side. Martin, the beneficiary of that pass there. Christian Martin on one end, Martin on the other, no relation. As far as I can tell, actually, I should probably check that before I say so, but Dallow certainly found a little bit of space. He led the Rams with 9 points in the quarter. Paese creating activity inside, opening things up for Christian Martin on the perimeter. And the Nuggets very successful out of the on ball, but it was all about Christian Martin from deep. He finished with 8 points, 2 for 4 from three-point shooting. For Dallow kept it going for the Rams. Just 3 players scoring for the Rams, Dallow and Kate with 15 of their 17 points. Taking a look at the shooting, the Nuggets poor percentages, but the offensive rebound kept it in it. They had 6 offensive rebounds in the first half, enabling them to get back into the game. 4 turnovers for the Rams, kept things a little static early, but they started to recover as the game went along. See if the Rams can't create a higher volume for those 3-point shots as the game goes forward. That might enable them to extend this lead just a bit, or get in front on the lead just a bit, but at the moment, the Nuggets feeling pretty confident. Haven't hit their stride just yet, but still in control of this game after 8 minutes. And the fans are pumped about being in the lead at halftime.
Conserving their energy for the Sal's NBL game.
Well, they probably haven't had their pizza yet. Get a little slice before you can get really excited.
That's Paese. Dallow on him. Chisholm. Oh,
what a pass.
Nice look to the corner as well.
Jake Holmes off to the races with the dime.
Rams still have it.
Excellent effort there. Come in and get that save.
That's Paese spinning. Nice defense from Kate though, stuck with him. That's Paese, he just can't get the ball to go down at the moment, but he will head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot 2.
Stick-to-itiveness is rewarded. First Chisholm with the save. Defensively, igniting that fast break, and then Paese gets some good position inside, doesn't give up on the play after the first miss, and is rewarded to a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe, which gives you a chance. Scan that QR code and see if a school near you can't use a hoop. We're looking down at the Tasman, Canterbury, and the West Coast now, but other regions will be coming forward. Scan to apply and find out more information about when it's coming towards you.
Makes the second. He starts a Paese. Good tight game here in Christchurch.
Pretty well executed. Both teams realizing that they can get the ball to their scorers and get those guys going. Jake Holmes misses that jumper. Pardon me, that was Ben Marsh.
Blocked. Just stood there. Got all of it. Nicely done from Holmes, and Martin makes them pay for it from deep.
Nice elevation on that 3. Negates the challenge of Paese because he just bounced up so highly and had a clear view to the basket to take that slender lead now.
Oh, that's a pretty finish from Christian Martin, just gliding through the key.
And freezes the defense. They're thinking he's going to drop that off for the pass, but instead he just lays it up.
And 1 for Marsh.
Kicks it ahead and he attacks the rim. Nice offense. That's what you want to do when you got the ability to kick it ahead. You don't want to sit on it and hold it for that amount of time. Push that pace. See if the defense doesn't get back in time. And that time, Ben Marsh and the Canterbury Rams were rewarded.
See Tamanang Cho on the bench there. He's not playing in the Sal's NBL.
Withers fan, though.
Yeah, he's got a Todd Withers jersey on, which is great to see. Also big out in my humble opinion, for the Nuggets. No Matt Bardsley today. Rapid League or Sal's NBL. He's been crucial.
He's been playing very well.
Great defender, obviously. Just all energy all the time. And he'll be sorely missed in this game, in both games.
Mostly just because I can't say slippery eel a couple times. That upsets me.
And Dallow finishes with the right.
Dallow playing well, man. He is up to 11 points on 5 for 6 from the field. Extremely efficient. And keeping that scoreboard ticking over, putting some space between them and the Nuggets.
Holmes with the board.
And a lot of penetration once again by the Nuggets, settling for that three. They need to get that defense moving around.
Toughy Kate gets the roll.
Fantastic finger roll, Gervin-esque. About 5 feet out, just flips it up and soft on the rim for the bounce in.
Great George Gervin reference, the Iceman. 6-point lead now for the Rams as that's Paesi. Finally gets a bucket.
And it's based off penetration. The Nuggets went away from that for a bit, but once they went back to it, you can see it. That's what the success is.
Fall away from Harris.
Tough angle on that one as he tries to push that one further.
That's my mistake. That's been Marsh. Slapped away, staying with the Nuggets.
Nice defense by Holmes. He's more of a forward type guarding the wing than Christian Martin, but does well defensively there.
And it will be Nuggets ball, shooting just 30.8% in this game so far. The Rams, very judicious at the moment at 55%, 11 of 20. Nuggets in this game because they've got 8 offensive rebounds, and Christian Martin is aggressive with the ball.
Good spacing there by the Nuggets. Had that shooter in the corner, forcing the defender to pull off the block and just leave enough space for Martin to bully his way past the defense, get to the cup, doesn't get the finish, but off to the Chemist Warehouse drive for 2. Hits the first.
Makes the second. 27-24. No one in the corner. And it might have been him, or it should have been probably Ben Marsh. So Nuggets with the ball, down 2. Go for a sneaky 2-for-1 if they feel like it to end the third. Missing that. And it is Marsh with the rebound. Toughy Kate. Differential of about 3.5 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock.
As tight as this game is, if they get a bucket here, it's going to put them in great position for this fourth quarter.
Time winding down to 5. Left hand
tough
finish is beautiful.
Goes both ways, Kate. It really is Gervin-esque, and the touchdown pass down deep gives the Nuggets a chance.
Oh, to end the third. Oh, what a highlight play for the Nuggets. Heads up play. And that is a much needed bucket as Bazette perfectly weighted 3/4 court pass. And he knocks down the clutch 2 to bring the score to 27-29. The Rams now with a 2-point lead.
Look at this. On target, right into the hands. A little shot fake. Up and in. Perfect execution over the back of the defense. And enabling this Nugget squad to stay within a bucket with just 4 minutes left to play.
So the Rams 29, the Nuggets 27 after 3 in Rapid League. Good 4 minutes of basketball to come in the final quarter here before the Sal's NBL game starts at 3 p.m. local time. It's on ESPN and FIBA YouTube channel across the world. Get your large cheese pizza in New Zealand only for $30. Use the online code SALSAssist26 through that QR code there, valid until Wednesday.
I'm glad they don't make you say that, Sal's Assist 26, because that could get difficult if you had to say that on, call them up. Is Sal's Assist?
26?
That's a lot of S's.
There's a lot.
But that's a lot of pizza to go with it. Love that cheese.
Oh, we've got the old Ubex Rams looking
Deep fans.
Yeah, that's old school. And we got a Southeast Melbourne Phoenix singlet.
Can't quite make out the number. Can't tell. Was that a Mitch Creek jersey?
Yeah, must be. Well, they played quite a bit. Did the Phoenix with the Breakers in Christchurch?
Sean McDonald? He was a... No, he was a Tasmanian.
He was Tasmania. You think it's Sam McDonald?
Maybe.
Should we just talk about the rugby league game? Yeah. We do. Worthington couldn't corral that one, so Rams come up empty.
Good push here by both teams. I like the Rams getting up and in, and the Nuggets trying to find some pace. Really spread out on the Nuggies, but bang goes the triple.
Chisholm, his first three goes down. 1 for 4 in this game. Now the Nuggets have the lead. Dallow, clean look. Too strong. Another offensive rebound.
Big board there. Coming over the top is Marsh.
Nuggets take care of the glass on that reload from the Rams.
Rams have been rebounding much better as this game goes along, but the Nuggets have been able to keep them from where they want to get. Oh my!
That looked as good as you can get, and Chisholm starting to feel himself now. Second straight three.
Back to back. Feeling good. He's got 8 points on the day.
Dropping it off. And that's going to be Nuggets ball, is it?
Yeah, good call there. Well sighted there by you, Moles.
Brody Cooper just couldn't quite get a handle on it.
Yeah, Christian Martin came over as well and just made it a bit more of a difficult pass than it had to be. What looked like the Rams, just 30 seconds left in that third quarter, looking like they were going to step ahead. Suddenly the Nuggets have full control of this ball game.
Patient are the Nuggets. And Christian Martin is fouled.
And the Nuggets have really been successful out of that on ball. Hitting that pocket pass or hitting the roller. Haven't run a ton of it, have gone more with the 5 out, just looking to penetrate. But when they do get to the roll, it has been effective.
Chisholm's got 5 assists of the Nuggets 7 in this game. As Martin makes the second and moves to 13. He's got 3 rebounds and 2 steals. It's Christian Martin. Marsh.
Nice offense though. Dallow does a nice job of drawing multiple defenders in that zone. Gives Marsh a wide open look. He just couldn't hit it.
Rams need to stop here. And they do, they get it.
Ambitious passing by both teams.
Cooper gives it up. Dallow in deep, fires it out. Nana Martin off the glass, can't get the roll. Who wants it? Ball is loose, tracked down by Worthington on the baseline. Nice work from Worthington.
A timely offensive rebound, and the work rate lifts just enough for the Rams there to get that second chance opportunity to drop.
Nuggets lead is a 1-score lead. As Tatapaese steps back. Wide left. Rams have a chance to tie it here with a 3.
Nuggets really do look like 2 different teams at times. Occasionally just letting it fly. Whoever's got the ball first is going to keep going. And when they go for a little bit more of the execution angle, they're much more successful.
Worthington behind the back. Rather Holmes, I should say. And, whoa, that is a clutch-looking 3 with 1:33 to go.
Brody Cooper, first bucket of the ball game. Couldn't really find the range early, but now 1 for 3. Hits a timely triple.
Martin, he drives. Can he get the N1? He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
One came right into the living room, I think. Straight into the camera on the baseline. Is this a quick timeout here? No, just drying the ball off, and everybody's running back to the coaches to get some instructions. A free 10-year timeout.
This is good. This is good coaching. This is good heads-up play, because there are no coach timeouts. There are obviously the BNZ player timeouts, 1 per half per team. Can't carry them over from the first half. So there's a good opportunity in between foul shots and just drawing the ball, as you said.
Let's see what is picked up by the players. Yeah, that little. Let's just see if they're able to implement what the coaching staff is looking for here.
Nuggets take the lead. Tawhiri Kate gives it up. And that's an offensive foul.
That's unfortunate for Jake Holmes.
Jake Holmes just barreled into Chisholm.
Big dude, drops the shoulder. Physical player, well taken there by Chisholm. And now a chance for the Nuggets to make this a 2-possession ball game. The Moppers get it in.
Nuggets 2-point lead. Patient are the Nuggets. Just need to execute. Oh, he stepped out. That's unfortunate for Bazette. Excuse me, it was Boomer. Yeah, Boomer just stepped out on the sideline. We've seen that quite a few times.
So many times. More times than any coach in the country would like to see, but that does give the Rams an opportunity to get back in this ball game here. Same action as before against the zone.
Three is short.
Nice rebounding once again by the Nuggets. They've got an 18-15 advantage, but they pulled down 8 offensive. And that's what they've got the lead right now.
It's pulled down by Bazette, and this is the trigger that could have been the nail in the coffin, but the Rams survive and have a chance here.
Martin to the cup, takes the foul. He's going to get 2 shots. Good aggressive drive there. Recognizes that the defense was rotating through, so he had that one-on-one chance. And now he's got to go to the Chemist Warehouse straight and convert it.
His first shots, in fact, it's just the second and third attempts for the Rams in this game. The Nuggets are 10 of 12. Gets the roll, does Mana Martin.
Rams, 3rd best shooting team from the line in the Rapid League at 70%. One they desperately need here.
This to tie it. Oh, it's another roll.
It's a Toronto Raptors-esque roll. Where do the Nuggets go here? They still got their player timeout. They can let the clock run down to about 14 and then call it. Or they can decide to keep it in their pocket and maybe run this one down just as it is.
They elect to run a play.
That's who you want to have the ball. Now let Christian Martin attack.
5 to shoot. Poked away. Here come the Rams to win the game, perhaps. Oh, he misses. We're going to overtime. Unbelievable. Jake Holmes had an opportunity and just couldn't finish, and we've got overtime in Rapid League.
Don't go to the benches, guys. It's right back to the center circle.
We've got a minute of overtime, and they can't go anywhere. They got to go back.
We did not get to talk. It is straight to the center. Here we go. Well, nice play. Really nice defense by the Rams to create that chance. Jake Holmes drives it, unable to get the layup as time expires, and now we're into free basketball.
And so it is a minute between the end of the 4th regulation and overtime in Rapid League. Players have an opportunity to catch their breath.
No minute. It's right back into it. It's 1 minute of overtime in total.
Well, it's already been a minute.
That's just because they're not really good at getting the clock ready.
Yeah.
They should have been playing already. Guess the guys could have gone to the bench for a while.
It's closing on 2 minutes now.
Yeah, you just mark the seconds. Keep marking them.
What an unlucky finish for Jake Holmes.
Now he's just got to sit out here and think about it for a while is the problem.
Got to purge the cache. Well, got to wipe the memory bank of that one and get back into it, Jake Holmes.
Here we go.
And that's what he'll do here. 1 minute, and it'll be the Nuggets with the ball. Survived a game-winning layup attempt. Now they have the ball. Oh, swatted! But it falls to the Nuggets and Thatapaese. Now we need the shot clock to be reset.
Well, not reset.
Or just turned on.
So there should be about 8 seconds left on the shot clock because that original shot didn't hit the rim.
Can you split the points in Rapid League? Can we just wrap this one up?
Just give them a half each.
Yeah.
Now let's go quadruple overtime.
Well, of course, points in Rapid League count towards the Sal's NBL ladder. So for and against is crucial to sort out playoff seedings. So 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pallacanestro. 6 now. Inside, nice work. Good defense though.
Really nice rotation by Worthington, and stays vertical so he doesn't commit the foul.
Kate, right hand, beautiful footwork and finish.
He's been finishing really cleverly at the rim with those finger rolls. Pressure on the Nuggets to respond.
12 for him. Pallacanestro behind the back. Oh, threads the needle. Need to get it up. Martin's 3 is good. Nuggets take the lead. 10 seconds to go.
Great patience. Time for a response, though.
Kate into the heart of the Nuggets defense, and it's a foul on.
That's going to be Christian Martin going to the line. He seals the game with the big triple to take the lead. His 18th point of the ball game, and he's got a chance for 20. Oh, so sorry, that was a foul in transition, so it shouldn't be free throws just yet unless that was called unsportsmanlike.
It's a crucial free throws coming up here. He's 5 of 6 from the line. There's Christian Martin. And the Rams will have 3 seconds. What does Christian Martin do here? Where are the Nuggets? They're waiting in the backcourt after talking. They're coming up.
Still have a player timeout, do the Rams.
The Rams will probably take it.
No, they're not using it. They're just going to go for the win.
3 seconds, they could have advanced the ball. Great defense by the Nuggets. And the Rams kind of blow that one. They could have called their BNZ player timeout, advanced the ball, except they don't. And the Nuggets take the win here, 41-38 in overtime.
It was all Christian Martin for the Nuggets. He had 20 out of those 41, including 5 big points in overtime to seal that victory. As we take a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats, great shooting percentages for the Rams to counter that rebounding of the Nuggets, but in the end, the 5 blocks didn't matter. The 8 turnovers, just a few too many, gave the Nuggets that opportunity to come back and sneak that win at the end.
Also, the Nuggets, 12 of 14 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. The Rams, just 3 for 3. And that is the difference here. That is 3. 41-38. The Nuggets get the win in Rapid League. And coming up in 17 minutes will be the Sal's NBL game from the Parakiore Recreation and Sports Centre in Christchurch, Otago. Todd Withers and the Rams. They'll take on the Nuggets. It will be a Southern 03 clash. Join us shortly here in Christchurch.
Just like Texas shooting sun. And I got me.
Punches it down with the right hand. Back to Bowen. Game-winning top shot. Oh, Michael Harris puts it up for Troy Baxter Jr.
Some great matchups over the last few seasons in the Sal's NBL, and round 4 will set to deliver another one. Hello everyone, kia ora e te whānau. No mai hoki mai, welcome to Parakiori Recreation and Sports Centre in Otago, Christchurch. Andrew Mulligan, 4-time Sal's NBL champ Casey Frank on hand for this one. Nick Bewley, sideline, will join us momentarily. Casey, a great matchup on your Sunday afternoon, offense versus defense.
Yeah, certainly the Rams have been one of the more explosive offensive teams here in the early weeks of the Sal's NBL, but the Nuggets have been just as impressive on the defensive end. These are two high-powered units on opposite sides of the ball. Strength against strength. Who is going to win today's arm wrestle?
Nick Bewley is in the corner there. You can see in the back a shot. And Nick, a tough loss on the road for the Rams in Franklin. And again, a tough out for the home team today.
Yeah, good afternoon, Miles, Casey, and to all our viewers. Yeah, unfortunate news for the Canterbury Rams for the second straight game. No Tamanang Cho. We know how good he was in those first 3 wins, averaging 20 points a game. Not only that, the 8 rebounds a game. Spoke to him just a couple of moments ago. Left calf minor tear. He's pretty confident 6 days from now the Rams have their next game against the Tauranga Fire, he'll be back. But to absorb those touches, those shots, we will see more of Taylor Britt, Walter Brown, Jack Andrew and Todd Withers. Todd Withers and Jack Andrew, of course, former Otago Nuggets. Ihaka Kate gets the spot start at the 2-guard position. First year out of Christ College, 30 minutes against the Franklin Bulls a week ago. An exciting opportunity for him against a big grudge match, fair to say, red and black, blue and gold, no matter the code. It is one to look forward to.
Certainly is one of the features of the 03 derbies in the Sal's NBL. You can have your say, use that QR code, be one of the first to have their say. Rams, Nuggets, man, already early votes coming in for the Nuggets. Right, let's see how round 4 has shaped up over the last 5 days. And Casey, some big scores across the Sal's NBL.
The offense is humming in the early weeks. Round 4 brought all of it. The Saints powering to a home victory against the Airs with Carlin Davidson's return against his old team. The Nuggets just holding on in a foul fest in Dunedin a couple days ago. The Franklin Bulls offense rebounded their way to a big win in Tauranga over the Phi. Well, the Giants burned out to a big lead and then held the Airs off late to pick up their second win of the season. Then last night, a barn burner between the Tuatara and the Hawks came down to the last couple of possessions. The Hawks still couldn't grab their first win of the season. The Tuatara staying in the top 2.
And this is how the ladder looks. As you can see, it is the 4-0 Nuggets, the only undefeated team. And it is the Rams at 3-1. In between them, the Tuatara, the Saints regrouping, regathering. And the Giants and Sharks at 2-2, building nicely. Second half of the ladder, it's getting dire for the Hawks at the bottom there. The Bulls looking to make moves. The Airs at 3-3. The Phi trying to work things out. They've got a few facets of their game to work on for Matt Lacey and the Phi group as well. And the Jets on a tough southern road swing. They play after this one in Invercargill against the Sharks. The undefeated Otago Nuggets, well, it's defensive dedication and grit to maintain their perfect record. Boy Tuach, he's averaging 2.5 steals per game. Mike Henn is reliable in the front court, scoring close to 11 points a game. Canadian playmaker Alain Louis sets the table, 7.5 assists. Zach McKenzie's been quietly efficient, 5 assists to turnover ratio. And they've got the vet leader, Ethan Rusbatch. He rounds out the group. He can kill you from deep if he gets off. And their head coach is a rookie head coach in Jeff Sparrow.
Coach Jeff Sparrow, welcome to Christchurch. Quick turnaround for your Otago Nuggets after that win on Friday night at home against the Jets. What is the focus today against a very strong Canterbury Rams outfit?
Yeah, I think they're very well coached, first and foremost. They have structure. I've watched every single one of their possessions all year, and I just respect what they do. They're versatile. You got to honor Todd Withers on the three-point line, but I think the key, obviously, is Taylor Britt. He's the engine that makes him go. A lot of respect for what he does. So we have to get back in transition and stop him early.
And just in terms of your team, a 4-0 start, you're the only unbeaten team left in the Sal's NBL. What's been pivotal for your run so far in your view?
Yeah, I think just boots on the ground, all 12 of us, March 9th, having a true preseason. And I told our guys, I think there's an asterisk next to us in our wins, and the fact that we're learning a different language. We're playing a different brand of basketball that's not common. We switch defenses often. We'll switch defenses mid-play. So that takes a while to learn, and we're still learning it. So to come out the gates 4-0, we'll take that start.
Look forward to seeing more of you today. Go well.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, that is the most stable I've seen Jeff Sparrow. He is perpetual motion on the sideline. Well done, Nick Bewley. Here's the starting five. Taylor Britt leads the way for the Rams. He dishes out over 9 assists per game. Tamanang Cho and his 20 points per game are out. Ihaka Kate, young man, gets the start. Walter Brown adds explosive scoring, which they'll need today. Averaging near a double-double. He's got 23 on average. Former championship winning Nugget Todd Withers and Jack Andrews. They will round out the starting five for their coach, Quinn Clinton.
Coach, back at home after your first defeat of the season, 8 days to pour away at the tape. What did you take out of it as you head into this clash against the Nuggets?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us is just getting healthy. Like, it was 2 quick games and with some banged up bodies and a little bit of sickness. So just getting guys 100% and just managing load throughout the week, and then, yeah, building for this game and just continue to round out, like, early in the season, so just trying to get better defensively and get on the same page offensively.
Nuggets looking very different, new coach, a lot of new players. What have you made of them as you try and get the win here this afternoon? Yeah,
extremely tough team. Like, they play really hard and really good defensively and kind of throw different looks at you. So I think for us, it's just being on the same page, playing with great spacing and pace, and I think just shooting the shots that we're looking for and going from there.
Just lastly, a nice opportunity again for Ihaka Kate in the starting side. What do you want to see out of him today?
Yeah, I think just for E to be himself, like, play as hard as he can and shoot when he's open. And he's been great for us all preseason and building into these first couple of games. So just looking for him to back himself, and we've got total trust in E.
Well, it is a big out having Tamanang Cho once again not available to go. And this is how it looks head to head. And you can see the Canterbury Rams just love rejecting shots at the moment in the Sal's NBL.
Second best offense in the competition up against the #1 defense. The Nuggets, however, they don't not too bad on the offensive side themselves. You're looking at those field goal percentages. The Rams second best in the competition there as well. The Nuggets not too far behind. The Rams doing a much better job of protecting the rim. The Nuggets are going to have to find a way to break that last line of defense with a lot of guards who like attacking the paint. Will they be able to get over the long arms of Withers and Andrew? That's one of the things we'll find out in a couple of minutes.
Certainly, this is set to be an excellent game between these two teams. They've had some great clashes over the last few seasons. The Rams have had the best of it, though, in this matchup. But at the moment, it's the Otago Nuggets. They had 3 wins all of last season. They've got 4 already. They're undefeated. It's quite the turnaround for the Southern franchise.
And an overall turnaround as we take a look at Elaine Lewis, who's been playing fantastically, distributing the basketball, finding ways to get going. But they revamped on the court, they revamped off the court. A new ownership group, new coach, a revamped and refreshed playing unit has come out and playing inspired basketball. You heard Coach Sparrow talk about how important it was to get there early. Well, that's one of the reasons they're playing well. Walter Brown, he has been playing fantastically this season. Taylor Britt, Todd Withers, Jack Andrews, they're getting a lot of the publicity, but as a two-way player, I don't know if there's anybody in the competition better than Walter Brown. He's lifted his offense this season, becoming much more aggressive, but still possibly the most switchable defensive piece that they have on that Rams team.
Well, in the 103-99 loss that they had against the Bulls, the Rams, they conceded 31 offensive rebounds. That is almost...
That's a few too many.
That's criminal, almost.
That's a few too many.
We're underway. Round 4 matchup. And it's the Otago Nuggets. And Elaine Louis with the ball.
I like that Withers on two-arch matchup. Todd Withers has been one of the premier defensive players in this part of the world for about 6 years now.
Hand the American unit to Louis, the Haitian-born Canadian player.
Nice foul early on Walter Brown. Nice attack by Louis to get around that. You know, it's only 1 foul 17 seconds in, but that really does change the complexion of Walter Brown's allowed to do. He tries to get that hip in there. He was obviously beat. Instead of giving up the layup, picks up the cheapie.
This Louis, the American, handing off to Tuach. Top of the arc, and he is connecting nicely, boy, Tuach. He's 12 of 21 now on the season.
And he was hot against that Jets team, was hitting some tough shots with a hand to the face. And how about the Nuggets come out in zone? We heard Sparrow talk about the switching defenses. This is the first one we'll see on the day.
Walter Brown up high and just fires it out of bounds. A good position from Jack Andrew, but miscommunication between the two Tall Blacks.
When you've got the mismatch down low and the big man, Jack Andrew, has that kind of size, you don't want to throw a laser. Just lob it up, let him get to it, and then take advantage. The speed of the pass that time is one of the reasons it was uncatchable.
Nathan Rusbatch turned the corner and there's a foul.
Mikey Henn gets hit with the illegal screen.
Off the ball.
There's been the officials have been watching those screens pretty closely this season. You have to stay in that cylinder, especially when you're rotating those hips up top. A little sloppy.
Yeah, a little bit of a walk there. So a turnover.
A little sloppy to start the day as Ihaka Kate doesn't get off to the dream start he was hoping.
It's Tuach. A lot of tape on Tuach in this game.
Well, the one on the head, that looks like a headband.
That does look like a headband. McKenzie. Down low, in deep. Zach McKenzie, 23-year-old, 6'8" Aucklander. Played 12 games for the Bulls from 2022 to 2023, and then spent the last 2 years in the Australian Big V League with the Home City Broncos. He averaged 20 and 9 per game last year for them, and a graduate of Dilworth School in Auckland.
Nice to see him returning to the NBL this season and grabbing the opportunity to play down in Dunedin. Really nice find by Tuach there to get him the ball in that backdoor cut.
It's safe to say, from when we've seen him from the Bulls, he's filled out that frame.
he's not as skinny as he used to be, but just as bouncy as he once was.
Brett up high. Everything goes through Taylor Britt. Look at three Nuggets around him. Finds Kate in the corner. In and out. Tuach with the rebound.
Nice defense by the Nuggets, collapsing on the drive and still getting out to the shooter to challenge.
Henn, big man with Andrew on him. Nice pass to McKenzie. And Withers got him on the arm.
Wow, difficult angle by Mike Henn, but he's a really confident facilitator, so he threads that needle in there, and then Rusbatch did not have a lot of angle to get that off and just jumps into the body of Withers. See it there, and I mean, that little bit of that left arm in the back, that's what gets whistled there. Especially from the angle for the official. The trailing official is the one who actually blew that whistle. It looks a little bit more forceful when it's in the back from that angle, and that's why Ethan is at the line now from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Hits them both.
Christchurch born and bred Ethan Rusbatch.
Always likes to play well against the team in red. I wonder why.
He's played everywhere. He's Sharks, Airs, Rams, Hawks, Bulls, Nuggets now.
No Saints, no Auckland though.
Jack Andrew. Nice find for the first bucket for the Rams.
And we heard Coach Sparrow talk in the pregame about the need to switch defenses. Well, sometimes when you do switch defenses as often as they do, you can drop the communication. That time, the easy cut for Jack Andrew doesn't get communicated through, and that's a nice finish.
Zach McKenzie, nice matchup on Withers. And that's a nice little hook after the roll.
Does well of attacking Withers with that first foul. He doesn't want to pick up too early, so he puts the hands in the pockets.
Oh, another great find to Jack Andrew.
There's got to be some communication on that back end. Andrew just sets the screen and rolls open. Too easy, but nobody guarding him down there. You might want to find the biggest player on the court.
Jack Andrew, former Nugget. Mike Henn faces up on him. Coming through his Rusbatch. Henn, fall away. Rusbatch tips it. And that is Rams' ball.
Even Rusbatch thinking, that wasn't off me. I like that movement by the Nuggets. They've got a lot of actions coming. Multiple guys curling into the paint. And they never stay static for long.
Brett. Kate. Taylor Britt has been sensational once again for the Rams. He and Walter Brown have done a really good job. And Kate's three in the corners off, and it's just another offensive rebound for Todd Withers. That's what he can do. He's a do-it-all kind of guy. And again, it's Andrew in the middle. And Ethan Rusbatch just had to look at him There's not much he could do with the size of Jack Andrew.
Let's stop calling the switch on these on balls because that is not working. You need to keep the big connected to the big. Andrew is feasting early in this one.
That's 6 points for him now.
Big Walter gets the block on Louis.
As it swatted. Now the Rams into their work. Brett can't get the roll, but he'll head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot two.
Well, this has been a nice response by the Rams, working their way back in the ball game, taking their time offensively. There we take a look at the Walter Brown block. Arguably the two best defenders for the Rams, and Brown and Withers, each with a foul early, but that hasn't dissuaded them from playing that tough defense around the rim.
That's his 7th block this season. As Taylor Britt makes the first. Taylor Britt, 23.5 points a game, just over 2 rebounds, 9.5 assists a game, 4 steals, hitting 50% from 3.
Made the All-Star 5 a couple of seasons ago. Arguable, he's having a better year this season so far. I think his time with the Breakers, just being a full-time professional basketball player, is certainly going to pay dividends for the Rams this season.
He's always been a calm player, but he just seems to be almost in his zone this season as Louis is fouled. He can't finish.
But he does pick up the second foul on Walter Brown, just 4 minutes into the ball game, with a team that already is without fantastic perimeter player Tamaneng Cho. That's going to cause issues. Take a look at the nice behind the back and just too physical. Louis does a nice job of coming back into the body of Walter Brown there instead of extending to get that finish, which would have allowed Brown to close the gap. Back into the body of the shot blocker. Learned his lesson on the first one. Off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2, where every free throw counts this season. Putting money in the kit for the Hoops and Schools program.
29-year-old from Canada, born in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Won 3 straight Canadian University National Championships at Carlton. Experience, has played 4 seasons in the Canadian National League. He's also played in Macedonia, Spain, and the UK.
The Nuggets, not surprisingly, missing 2 free throws there. They are the worst 3-point shooting team in the competition at 57% so far this season.
Rebound by Rusbatch. Tuach. Louis up high, switch on him.
Rusbatch loves the post, gets the catch down low.
Over the shorter Taylor Britt. Ethan Rusbatch, tell you what, Rusbatch can start shooting those, you're in trouble.
He fancies himself a post player as we see Taylor Britt get straight to the cup on Louis.
He's so good going downhill, Taylor Britt, in the open floor. You don't see enough of it. He's obviously surgical almost in the half court.
And he just takes what he gives you, as McKenzie just barely keeps the foot in bounds. But if you're going to back up and keep backing up, he's going to keep taking that until you make the right decision.
Walter Brown gambled there. Tuach with Andrew on him. Oh, fall-aways, high arcer.
Offense becoming a little disjointed for the Nuggets these last couple of possessions as the Rams have gotten stronger.
Jake Holmes, number 16 in the game.
Oh, did they count that?
Yeah, they did. Sam Pam with the call, it counts. What continuation?
That really lasted a while. I think had the Nuggets realized that foul wasn't on the floor, they might have come a little bit more forcefully on the back end.
Walter Brown will take a seat with Jack Andrew. Walter Brown just took a gamble there, and it's a good call from Quinn Clinton just to give him a seat for a few minutes with 2 fouls.
I would have had him out about 2 minutes ago when he picked up that second foul. Walter Brown is not the type of player who adjusts his game for foul trouble. He continues to play on that razor's edge, and you don't want him to get 3 in the first half, much less the first quarter.
So it's Mana Martin out there, number 4, with Britt, Kate, Holmes, and Withers. It's Rusbatch chased off that 3-point line. Going out, Withers, excuse me, it's McKenzie, I should say.
Nice.
McKenzie misses that.
It's a good strong move, but better defense. Withers meets him at the rim for the block.
Long 3. Here comes
Isaac Miller-Jones there. A fantastic 6-man for the Nuggets. He's got the mismatch. I'd go straight to the post, but he doesn't recognize.
Just great to have that kind of size and experience as Louis finds McKenzie. Just to have Miller-Jones come off the bench. Played a bit of basketball with the Manawatu Jets last season, and he's made the move south, and he's really enjoying it. and a timeout. And so we can hear more from Isaac Miller-Jones. He caught up with Nick Bewley before the game.
Isaac Miller-Jones, your first season as an Otago Nugget. The team's unbeaten. How much are you loving life down in the deep south?
Yeah, I'm loving it. The weather's been really good for us so far. I'm a Wellington-raised guy, so it feels like it really hasn't hit yet. I know that the winters are supposed to be terrible down here, but I'm loving the weather, loving the team.
In terms of the coach and the playing style, he's pretty intense. Jeff, are you enjoying what he brings to the floor?
Yeah, of course. I mean, like, my game style is pretty high energy, pretty intense, so I think it matches well with his personality. Off the court, I'm very chill. Off the court, Coach Sparrow is just never off. He's always going, yeah.
What's the biggest growth area in your game, do you feel?
I'm trying to develop a little bit of everything, get some outside shooting in, and just sort of make the most of the opportunities that I get given in a game.
Isaac Miller-Jones, I'll take exception as a Wellington-born man myself, Isaac Miller-Jones, and who studied in Dunedin. I'll take a Dunedin winter over a Wellington winter any day of the week.
Well, it depends on the day. I don't know if you've heard this, but some days it's really nice in Wellington.
It is, most days. Just when it isn't nice, it's horrific.
Most days it implies over 50%.
It's not most days, Casey.
It is. That's the definition.
I know you played in Wellington, but I just think you've really just sort of swung opinion there. McKenzie at the line makes the first.
Zach McKenzie, Isaac Miller-Jones, players that this Nuggets team has found. New Zealand, the ability to play as locals, but have great size, great bounciness, great athleticism, and really fit into what Coach Jeff Sparrow is trying to do on the defensive end. A lot of switches, a lot of energy.
Yeah, Isaac Miller-Jones, 6'10" off the bench. Withers misses that.
Nice action, though. Really quick release. Miller-Jones is not going to be able to get out that in time.
11 points, 7 rebounds on average for Miller-Jones. Withers with him. Rusbatch, quick trigger, as we know him to do.
He's been letting him fly. Hasn't found the efficiency that we're used to seeing, but I'm sure that's going to come as the season moves along.
There is no memory of a missed shot for Ethan Rusbatch on the court.
Goldfish, baby. On to the next one as we see Walter Brown drain that. Offensive rebounds leading to triples once again. Walter Brown was a quick break on the bench, back out there, and rewards the confidence of Coach Quinn Clinton with the triple.
Caleb Smiler in the game for the Nuggets, number 10. Big out as well for the Nuggets. Their glue guy, the do-all guy, the energy guy, Matt Bardsley's not playing in this game. Hasn't made the trip north to Christchurch as Miller-Jones is fouled. And it's not a statistical big out like Tamanang Cho is, but Matt Bardsley has been in the trenches with this Nuggets team and through thick and thin, and for him not to be in the rotation today is an out that Jeff Sparrow would sorely need.
Yeah, absolutely, especially the things that Matthew Bardsley brings to this team. You know, his switchiness defensively, his aggressiveness with the ball in hand. He doesn't allow defenses to sag off him. He attacks the rim, he punishes them for forgetting about him. But it's the switchiness defensively, the things that he can do as a defender on the ball, off the ball, big, smalls, it doesn't matter. Losing a valuable multi-threat piece like that will certainly make things tougher on the coaching staff.
And their first defense points allowed, conceding just 80 points on average.
Walter Brown
the Nuggets, but Walter Brown back in, 2 fouls, doesn't matter, 2 threes in a row.
Feeling good. Back-to-back triples. If I'm the Nuggets, I'm going to start attacking them, see if we can't pick up foul number 3.
Tuach. Miller-Jones. Back to the former Tuatara player in Boy Tuach. To the drive, he goes. Sneaks it up and in. Nice finish.
Started with that snatch back. You have to worry about him stepping back for the 3, but then he crosses it up so nicely into the attack of the rim. A brilliant move and counterattack there.
Foul.
Smiler gets physical on Jake Holmes there.
Jake Holmes goes down, and Smiler will pick up the personal foul. Yeah, no Tamanang Cho today for the Canterbury Rams. Calf injury. So Ihaka Kate got the start as Fatapaesi comes into the game, and Jake Holmes, Rams player coming through their system. Had a handful of games last season.
Ihaka gets the start, but I think the pressure really goes on the 4 other starters. I think the minutes for Britt, Brown, Withers, and Andrew are going to be right up there about 37, 38. Those guys aren't really going to come off the bench, and the collective bench unit is going to come and really fill in those minutes given up by Cho.
Well, the bench unit, or you'd say the Rapid League team for the Rams over the past few seasons have been exceptional. No firepower like the Isaac brothers, Kai and Tama, there anymore as well.
Max Darling was on that team last year as well. So the bench has taken a hit, but they're confident in their youth. They're confident in the development they've done with the Mainland Eagles, as we see a turnover caused by Holmes.
Holmes has it. Nicely broken up. Rams with this 4-point lead, under 2 to go in the first quarter. Brown lost the handle. Just couldn't quite control it, so a turnover.
Yeah, too much early on that one. Nearly picked his pocket, got his fingertip to the ball on that initial crossover. Walter Brown was never able to fully collect that ball afterwards, and results in the turnover out of bounds.
Smiler, Britt on him.
Just one starter on the court for the Nuggets at the moment. That's Ruspatch. He shoots the jumper too.
Long 2, the Rams will take that, a contested one as well. Here's Taylor Britt crossing half court. So the crossover operating with Jack Andrew, and Ruspatch pulls down the board.
I think the Nuggets got off lucky there. He loves that mid-ranger. Can't go under that deep of a screen.
Smiler.
Can't finish with the left. Too much speed coming in when he tries to swap over to the less preferred hand.
Nuggets just 4 for 11 in this quarter now. As Miller-Jones just took Taylor Britt into the chest and draws the offensive charge.
I have no questions about that one. Taylor Britt seems to disagree a bit. Take another look at it. Martin's in there, but he just goes straight into the chest.
And his hands all over Taylor Britt as well. They could have gone either way.
The charge was into Miller-Jones, but it was Martin getting a little handsy on the other side. Or pardon me, was that Smiler?
Smiler, I believe. It's a 2-to-1 rebound advantage for the Rams here. What a look from Ethan Ruspatch. Shooter creator, Ethan Ruspatch.
And there was Christian Martin there on the backdoor cut.
Ethan Ruspatch chuffed with himself.
Yes, he is. Anytime
Happy
he gets a dime, look at his dime.
Yes,
Boom!
Ethan.
Threads the needle, and that's a tough cover for Jack Andrew on Christian Martin. This is a small unit, a much smaller unit on the floor for the Nuggets right now, forcing the center to guard a perimeter player. He's worried about the Christian Martin triple, and Quentin Clinton recognizes that, and he says, you know what? Let me get the big guy out right now. Let's go with 5 guards with Withers as the de facto, or Withers or Holmes as the de facto big men.
Westlake boys educated. Christian Martin, also 3x3 Tall Blacks team, part of that one that won the Asia Cup in April this year. Christian Martin, Aiden Tonja, Rams player as well. Part of that 3x3 team. Tipped around. Oh, and it falls. And it goes to the Rams, and it's going to be Cooper in the game who's fouled. And he'll shoot a couple of free throws.
But just the work rate of the Rams just slightly eclipsing that of the Nuggets here in the first quarter. They're getting into a few more loose balls. They've picked up 3 offensive rebounds to none for the Nuggets.
Brody Cooper also from North Harbour on the other side of the bridge in Tamaki Makaurau. 6'4", 21-year-old, makes the second. 30 seconds to go. Nuggets with Ruspatch.
I think the Nuggets need an answer here. Yeah, they're only down 4, but offense is becoming difficult to come by.
Martin. Here's Tata Paese. Oh, nice give and go. Excellent work, even over the arms of Withers. And 8 seconds now for the Rams. Here's Taylor Britt. Rocks him, steps back off the rim. And that'll be the first quarter as Taylor Britt flies out of bounds on the corner.
I think they're going to put another second on.
Yeah, I think they are. There is some talk here.
Yeah, I think they're saying that when Taylor Britt went to save it, there was still about 0.9 to a second, something around that.
Let's see how much they put back on the clock.
I wonder if the Nuggets use their player timeout here. It depends on how much time, I think.
Yeah, it depends how short that is, right?
If I've got if I've got around a second, I'm going to use it. If it's less than 0.8, I'll probably let it go and just hope for a miracle.
I think it's 0.4, Casey.
Yeah, 0.4 is not enough time.
And that'll do it for the first quarter. And it's going to be the Rams with a 2-point lead here. Parakiore Recreational Sports Centre. They lead the Nuggets 23-21 after one. No mai hoki mai, welcome back to Christchurch's Parakiore Recreation and Sports Centre. And it is a Rams lead of 2, 23-21. And we welcome head coach of the Nuggets, Jeff Sparrow. Jeff, first and foremost, congratulations on the start to the season. What was the message at quarter time there for you guys?
Just keep competing like that, and we need to be a bit more active,
Yeah, here in that first quarter, three-pointers up. You made one of them. Just looking at the way that the Nuggets play, you're next to last in the competition in made threes per game. With the modern game of analytics, are you trying to do more attacking to the rim, or would you like to see the volume from beyond three pick up a little bit for the boys in blue?
Nah, if you can't stay in front of us, we're going to take it all the way to the rim, and that's our spacing's correct. And when our spacing's correct, you got to defend us, and we got guys that could go by you, so we're going to keep getting to the rack.
Ethan Rusbatch doing Ethan Rusbatch things. Coach, appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Rusbatch with a 4-point play. You don't.
In the midst of me saying they're not shooting enough threes.
right in front of Jeff Sparrow.
He's like, nah, we're driving to the cup. We're driving to the cup. What a bet, coach?
We're touching paint. Eats, you got to convert that.
Going for the 5-point play. Maybe 6.
Go for another one. Martin for 3.
I don't know. That's back-to-back threes after I said the volume wasn't so high. So maybe they got through the mic to the players.
Analytics be damned. Withers.
Oh, he likes that matchup.
Spins.
What a block!
That was a volleyball block.
That shot out of here. Isaac Miller-Jones goes up with a 2-hand rejection.
At the net.
Good recognition by Withers. He sees it coming, but Isaac Miller-Jones gives the volley by SWAT. Withers does not have time for that.
Certainly does not. Timeout early. 26-24. They pulled the trigger on this one. 49 seconds into the second quarter.
I like that timeout by Quinn Clinton. Got to get this one in the bud. Being out competed the first couple minutes.
And so, just waiting until Quinn Clinton joins the fray here.
If they go to that twist, okay, or we've got Todd, E, you guys are in the corners, TB, Brody, okay, pass it back and forth, look to penetrate gaps, they're going to collapse. Holmesy, just stay opposite the ball, okay, get this thing in. Yeah, if it's man-to-man, Holmesy, just come up, we're in flow, okay, easy, good. You guys will know the big fella's just lagging in the middle, easy. I got 11 seconds here.
Locked in. I like that from Quinn Clinton. Nick Bewley, what did you hear in the Jeff Sparrow Otago Nuggets timeout?
Contrast in coaching styles between Rams coach Quinn Clinton and Nuggets coach Jeff Sparrow. It's not apples and oranges, it's like apple juice and a Red Bull. Jeff Sparrow is so intense. He's just saying, pick up the tempo, pick up the tempo. As soon as you get that rebound, outlet and go. Don't muck around. It was outstanding.
Love it.
I like it a lot.
Here's Taylor Britt. Louis on him, spinning, crossing over as well, falling away. Rebound by Louis.
A good defense, tough move. Sometimes it's just daring a player to try and beat you one-on-one, and that's not really the way the Rams play normally.
Rusbatch. Now he's cooking with gas, and he's talking.
Starting to feel pretty good as Ethan Rusbatch, 2 for 3 from beyond the arc now, up to 10 points, the only double-figure scorer in the ballgame.
Rusbatch, hometown boy, playing for the Nuggets. Oh, and McKenzie lets him know about it. Cooper has his shot blocked. Louis.
Good D.
In a pen of Rams and just has it knocked away.
Well, he thought he had that angle, but Taylor Britt with the quick hands knocks that away. Rams need the response here after a couple of empty possessions.
Travel. Too happy there.
Just aggressive. Walter Brown checking back in the ball game, rotating through these bodies. Couple of fouls on Mikey Henn for the Nuggets.
It's really taken him out of the rotation, obviously sitting there, but
Jack Andrew with 2, as is Lana Martin with 2 fouls for the Rams.
Rusbatch.
Oh, that would have been a foul, I think.
Oh, behind the back. We've seen it all from Rusbatch. Miller Joes tries to save it. Ihaka Kate has it. Britt knocks down the 3.
Taylor Britt stepping up. The offense isn't looking smooth, but looks a lot smoother off the hand of Taylor Britt. He's in double digits now with his first 3 of the ball game.
Mikey Henn looks like he's about to check in the game. Tuach operating with Miller Joes. Tuach takes a contested 3. Brett with it. A little bit quieter than the new venue in Christchurch. Walter Brown. Jack Andrew ready to come back in the game. McKenzie and Taylor Britt slips. Comes up a little bit ginger. Well, he's still down actually as his teammates come to help him up. Zach McKenzie. Taylor Britt.
Quinn Clinton has been trusting his players with multiple fouls here in the first half. Jack Andrew checks back into the game with his 2 fouls. Walter Brown's already got 2. As does, Todd Withers just with the 1. But 2 of the 3 starters out there with a couple of fouls, still playing through it.
Here's Britt all alone. Not that one back. That was almost halfway down as came off Ethan Rusbatch, a contest with Withers there.
Well, Rusbatch chases the ball instead of going for the body of Withers. And if you chase the basketball on a rebound against a taller, more athletic player, it just makes it that much more difficult for you to retain possession. And that time, that's exactly what happened to Ethan Rusbatch. Long arm of Todd Withers knocks it off of him as the Rams keep possession.
Becomes a Red Bull timeout of the Otago Nuggets.
Start, and boy, E, and a lane. 2-3 to match, 2-3 to match. That's all we care about right now, getting us out. Your tempo was correct when I told you to push it. It was correct. Now come to 2, be solid, be strong. They're hacking, they're fouling, all right? So make your right reads. Listen, we got a lot of righties that when we pass the ball this way, we stay on this side of the floor. We gotta reverse it, man, reverse it. All right, here we go, get a stop. Execute on 3, 1, 2, 3.
I am ready to run through a wall for that guy. I'm good.
He's definitely gotten his arm around him today. He stayed hydrated. Well, you love playing for a coach with that kind of energy, you know, because it does keep your energy up as well. And he's out there telling his guys to be aggressive, keep fighting through it, keep working his way through. So far, that has gone well.
Britt to get us back underway. Walter Brown on the catch. Still this 2-point lead. Brown for three. Andrew fires it back in over his head, and Rusbatch has it. Two bigs to his left and right. And he goes and leaves it off the heel of the iron. Now Taylor Britt crossing half court. Rusbatch backpedaling. Taylor Britt likes that matchup. Left it a little strong. Rusbatch is in everything here. Pull up, trans three. Front of the iron.
Things are getting loose in Christchurch.
Jeff Sparrow loves it though.
Push that ball, let it fly. Personally, I'd like to see a little bit more structure on one of these possessions.
None coming on this one.
Both teams have gone away from it, getting caught up in the pace and attack game.
Both teams shooting under 40% in the second quarter now.
And this is 4 possessions where only one player has caught it in or touched it in a row for the Nuggets.
I just want to not on board, to be honest, Casey. Get one there. Jack Andrew with Walter Brown. Britt on the wing, crossing up over Rusbatch. Left it short. Miller Joes with a board. Up ahead to Rusbatch. Nice finish. Ethan Rusbatch active in this game in the first half. 12 for him.
Good run by Rusbatch, but a fantastic pass to just drop it in the breadbasket. Those kind of opportunities are great when you can take advantage of them and beat the defense before they get back in full.
A little bit of structure here as Andrew. A late whistle. And 2 shots coming up with the push.
Both teams just catching their breath a little bit.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity for us to remind you that every made free throw, get your community group, hoops at your school, to be able to bring in on the QR code there for Tasman, Canterbury, West Coast. Dale thanks to the Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools initiative.
Yeah, them and Basketball New Zealand are doing a great job of getting more hoops in schools and parks all around New Zealand. And if you're in Tasman, Canterbury, or West Coast and want a new hoop at your school, scan that QR code to apply. Don't worry, the rest of the country, there's other regions coming up, but concentrating on the mainland now.
And go through that QR code to go to the Basketball New Zealand website. Smiler tries to find the corner three from Hannon. They come up empty again, do the Nuggets.
Rams have played fantastic defensively. Both teams probably holding the opposition a little bit tighter than we expected as Taylor Britt gets that nice move once again right into the teeth of the defense under the rim.
12 points for Taylor Britt. No Tamanang Cho, the import for the Rams in this one. So Taylor Britt just taking on more of a scoring responsibility in this first half. Just taking what the defense gives him. Reach in there though. Just as
but
first foul.
They're challenging Taylor Britt to be a scorer today. You know, that help isn't coming. They're not giving him the release valve to try and facilitate things. They're saying, okay, if you want to get it to the mean range and shoot it up, go for it. He's taken 11 shots so far, accepting the challenge, has the Rams in the lead.
Nice finds. In deep though. His hand. And he puts it up and in.
Good hands. He's able to corral that catch and then shake off the physicality of Jack Andrew underneath to get that finish. A little bit of zone. It's going to switch to a matchup on about that third possession or that third pass.
Britt into the paint. Meets a wall of baby blue. Kate. His three's missed from the corner.
He's had a lot of looks there in that corner. He just has not been able to measure the distance as of yet. The Rams overall just 26% from three today, 4 for 15.
And his opportunities he's had so far in this early season, he's only coming into this game shooting 17% as he Haka Kate. And stolen away. Loose dribble, and it's Walter Brown. Up and in around Ethan Rusbatch. Walter Brown now moves to 8.
Just a good aggressive move. 8 points, but he's also got 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal, not to mention a block as well. So once again, stuffing the stat box in pretty much every single category. Just the 5 shots on the day, but he's made 3 of them, and 2 out of 3 from deep.
Hand drags it in. Still plenty of time on the shot clock at 10. Looking for options, goes to Tuach on the block, spins quickly on the reverse around Ihaka Kate.
Put him in the spin cycle, brought that change to the laundromat because that was going quick.
Britt. Andrew drops. Britt to the cup and then Taylor Britt, 14 points now.
It's rare when you see him get this aggressive offensively, but he has really taken the challenge and daring people to guard him.
Russ Batch misses that three.
Feels like he's looking for a shot, but just his 9th look of the ball game for those 12 points he scored again.
Something has got to happen with the defense on Taylor Britt. He's killing them every time he touches the key. 16 now. Look at this, they just can't stay in front of him.
I'm not a big fan of Zach McKenzie up there, and he's saying you need my help there, but he jumped the screen and Taylor Britt then rejected the screen. If you're trying to force someone into that action, getting help from the big, you need to force the guard to use that screen. If he doesn't use it, there's going to be no help there because the big's on that other side expecting him to be forced in that direction.
Tuach had it poked away, 6 seconds, knocked away, lost it.
Nuggets getting really sloppy here these last few possessions. The Rams defense has turned up a click or two.
And a foul.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy block call. Christian Martin thought he was in good position, but he was not. It's going to be a timeout to discuss things. There's Taylor Britt. It looks like he's feeling a little winded. He's been out there for over 16 minutes so far.
Yeah, 2:13 to go in this first half. Jeff Sparrow and the Nuggets will be talking about the Taylor Britt problem at the moment, that's for sure.
Just taking a look at the stats, the Nuggets just aren't playing with the efficiency that they need to right now. Just 34% from the field at 12 for 35. And just 5 for 16 from beyond the arc, which matches what the Rams are. Rams slightly better from inside the arc because they're 15 for 32 overall, shooting 62% inside the arc. Big difference for the Nuggets right now is the Chemist Warehouse stripe, though. They've gotten 14 trips there with 12 makes at 85%. Just 3 of 3 for the Rams. And despite that discrepancy, the Rams still have the big lead. And after doing all that math, I get hungry. If you're going to get that hungry, the easiest thing to do, get yourself a large cheese pizza with a Sal's Assist 26 online code, or use that QR code to go sent directly to a local Sal's near you. $30 large cheese pizza, dinner sorted. Easy Sunday decisions.
I'll tell you what, who's feasting on a deal right now is Taylor Britt. 6 of 13, 16 points. And he's really had his way with the Nuggets defense.
Yeah, he's once again playing really aggressively. He is just punishing this Nuggets team for not respecting him. And that Jake Holmes expected someone to be there, but Todd Withers was already long gone.
That's a killer out of a timeout, isn't it?
Well, to me, it seems like there was supposed to be a play where Holmes looked and went back, but unfortunate, that is not the way it happened, and that is as bad as it gets after a timeout.
Minute 56 to go in this first half. It's a low-scoring affair as well. Some of the top teams as McKenzie gets free underneath.
That's the best we've seen against the zone. Dribble penetration, drawing defenders, and then that cut by McKenzie gives himself some space for the finish.
3-1 Rams against the undefeated 4-0 Nuggets. Real test for the credentials of this Nuggets team. Andrew knocks down a 3.
Caleb Smiler, who initially went to the run out on Andrew, but changed halfway through and chose Holmes out of the corner. Wrong decision. Jack Andrew has been shooting the ball extremely well this season. Has really found his form from deep.
50% KC, Jack Andrew. He's 4 for 4 in this game. 50% from deep. That is Jack Andrew.
It's going to lift a little bit after that one. Going to be up to about 54 now.
Well, he's 75% coming into this game from the floor.
I feel like guys who are shooting 75% probably need a couple more opportunities. I'd like to see that big fella get another 3 or 4 shots a game. But he is just such an efficient player. has played outside himself, just does exactly what's asked to. An excellent finisher vertically. Has that ability now to step out and hit that three, defends the rim, solid in terms of physicality on the interior as well. A big signing for this Rams team and going to be vital for them to get as far as they want to get this season.
Walter Brown quietly working on a little bit of a triple-double here with 8 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists.
He's been just an impressive overall basketball player this season, returning from UNLV and a collegiate season. He has just come out and really looked a lot more comfortable offensively, looking for his own number with a little bit more regularity, but still within the offense. And his defensive skills as elite as they have ever been in this competition.
Louis dropping it off to McKenzie, swatted down by Walter Brown.
McKenzie was sort of just decided to flip that one up there. Walter Brown brought down the hammer. He says no.
6 seconds on the shot clock. 66 to go in the half. Hen goes at Andrew. Tough shot on the reverse.
The left, the little scoop to do. Did not get the 2.
Walter Brown to the cup and in over Caleb Smider.
So under control, 4 of 6 from the field now. He's up to 10 points. And a second Ram in double figures.
Third, actually, with Andrew at 11.
Yeah, good point.
Tuach kicks it out. Louis. Tuach with the rebound on the weak side.
I'd like to see him go straight back up with that immediately.
Hedging is Andrew, so he does the fall away.
Yeah, didn't like the fall away. You've got about 5 inches on Taylor Britt there. I'd like to see you attack the rim. Instead, it's going to be final possession to the Rams. They have their BNZ player timeout in hand. Don't think they're going to use it, though.
6 rebounds for Walter Brown. Shot clock is off. 6 for Britt. Brown to end the half. In and out.
Had the timeout, didn't use it.
No, they didn't, and that will do us for the first half here. As the Canterbury Rams finish strong, and they have a 9-point lead. They win that second quarter, 21-14 over the Otago Nuggets, who don't really have an answer for Taylor Britt and Walter Brown at the moment. And Nick Bewley will go with Ethan Ruspatches with Nick.
Yeah, Ethan, down by 9 at the half. You got cooking early, but what do you need to do more of in the second half?
We just need to contain Taylor. That's the head of the snake. So if we can, monitor him and restrict him getting downhill with his left, we should be a little bit better.
As we know, though, it's one thing to say, one thing to stop it. What do you think the adjustment is?
Just trusting the scout and actually doing it. We're biting on a lot of things, so we've got to stay disciplined and actually do what we've been told.
Good luck in the second.
Cheers, mate.
Appreciate your time, Ethan Ruspatch. It is the Nuggets, who are 4-0 in the hole at the moment. They're down 9 to the Canterbury Rams, 44-35 back after the break. No mai hoki mai, mood lighting in the Canterbury Rams dressing room. Or it might just be our white balance, I'm not sure. 44-35. And they are in control here, and it is the head of the snake, as Ethan Ruspatch said. Taylor Britt, 16 points, and he leads the Rams and all scorers in this game at halftime. And 44-35, and Ethan Ruspatch is the lone bright light here for the Nuggets. He's got 12 points, and he's 4 of 9 from the floor.
Here we see Ethan Ruspatch has been getting things going. He started early with the post. Taylor Britt gonna guard me. I'll put that up. 12 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds. But it wasn't all about the post. In transition, comes to the pull-up, showing off the facilitation skills, the step backs for the three-point shots. He's got a couple in that first half. On the run, hitting those as well. Ethan Ruspatch leading the way, 12 points, 2 for 5 from deep, but it hasn't been enough because Taylor Britt is on the other side, 16 points for him. Surprisingly, only the 1 assist, but that's because he's been calling his own number. In transition, he has stayed aggressive, keeping the speed up high and attacking the rim. Swinging the ball around, you're gonna stay off, well, I'll just pop the triple and hit that.
You can't let him get over half court. Like they're picking him up at the three-point line or below.
Yeah, they're doing a bad job of picking him up really late on these ones. The help isn't coming up as well. A little bit of confusion, not forcing people to the screens. And Taylor Britt has stayed aggressive each and every play. And because of his offensive output, the Rams have this one right now by 9 points at the half, leading statistically and really leading on the glass, imposing their will, where 5 of those on the offensive end has led to some nice second chance points.
Well, they conceded 31 offensive rebounds to the Franklin Bulls in their loss Pukekohe a week ago to the Canterbury Rams. They're currently holding the Nuggets just to 4 offensive rebounds. They've addressed that issue, and they have done a really good job, especially in that second quarter. And it is all about Walter Brown and Taylor Britt here as we go to the break with the Rams halftime lead of 9, 44-35, back with the third quarter soon.
Just passing on a quick message, if you did want to get a shot of that band, they're called Slam Dunk Funk.
No mai hoki mai, welcome back. Parakiore Recreation and Sports Centre, brand new venue in Slam Dunk Funk. There's the band rocking the venue at the moment on a Sunday afternoon. And it's the Rams leading the Nuggets 44-35, Casey Frank.
You can feel that funk. As funky as. Well, a solid start for the Rams. He started to strangle the life out of the Otago Nuggets in that second quarter, held them to just 14 points, and a lot of that was from this man, Walter Brown. Solid on the defensive end, but maybe a little bit better offensively. Look at the hustle on the glass, getting his hands to rebounds, 6 of those, 4 assists. Got that big block early on Alain Louis. But it's all about the work rate for Walter. He does so many things. He started as a young player, but is blossoming into a superstar of the Sal's NBL. 10 points in the first half on 50% shooting from behind the arc and 57% overall. But the type of player he is, the ability to not only contribute in multiple categories, but be an elite defensive player, just really belies the value that he brings to a team.
Well, Ethan Rusvatch, conversely, he's getting it done, obviously, for the Nuggets. He's got 12 points, 4 of 9 shooting, 2 for 5 from deep. We know Ethan Rusvatch can get off. But what's happening for Jess Sparrow and the Nuggets? Because their 2 imports, Hen and Louis, are combined 1 for 8 in this game. Louis is 0 for 4. Hen has 2 fouls, so he sat for a bit of the first half. But they need a Taylor Britt type situation here. They need someone just to get downhill. And Alain Louis is that guy. He's got the frame, he's got the ball skills to be able to get it done for the Nuggets. But is it going to happen?
Well, first and foremost, this is their first doubleheader of the season. So this is the first time they've played and had to recover and come back, toss a road trip in there at the same time. So the legs are a little fatigued. Well, we hear Coach Sparrow talking about more speed, more attack, attack, attack. I'd like that attack, but I'd also like to see a little bit more motion in the half court. I'd like to see that ball get through hands. You need to have it on the second side. Force this Rams unit to work as much defensively as they're forcing you to work on the other end. Especially without Tamaning Cho, they're missing a little bit of depth, and that might be the equalizer for you, a Nuggets team that's probably a little bit fatigued yourselves.
We played 14 of the 20 minutes as Rusvatch leaves it short in that first half. Hen only played 11 minutes in that first half.
Got that foul trouble. He picked up that second foul. Didn't see a ton of them after that.
Here's Brown. Withers. Jack Andrew, nice spin to catch. In deep though on a double. And McKenzie and Louis did really well there to contain the big man.
The Rams have, or sorry, the Nuggets have been happy to switch and all those on balls into the double downstairs, but didn't work that time for the Rams. As Hen gets the finish.
Nice pass from Rusvatch. Comes Taylor Britt.
Once again, just a simple on-ball action, forcing that defense to move a little bit, but getting the ball through hands and attacking those rotations.
Good recovery from Rusvatch, getting over the top of Jack Andrew there.
And that was the play that we didn't see the Nuggets make in the early stages of the game, where Jack Andrew got loose for a couple of dunks early in that one. You have to have that weak side rotation down to drop off. Otherwise, that was another easy 2 for Jack Andrew there.
I've just seen a different Jack Andrew since he went and lost the man bun, the top knot. We've just seen him really mature and physically get stronger, leaner. And he's made the jump. He's a tall black as well now.
It's like an opposite Samson.
It really is.
Beautiful shot there by Walter Brown, speaking of long flowing locks. Hits the fadeaway from about 15 on the turnaround. That is a difficult shot put on display by him there.
Jack Andrew, the former Nugget, of course. His hand tough off the glass, under a bit of pressure.
Back to the on ball though, created another nice look out of it. Hen couldn't shed that contact from Brown to get the finish.
Brown spinning on Rusvatch. And one. Oof. Got the separation. Walter Brown heading to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to complete a 3-point play opportunity.
Well, he hit the last one on the fadeaway, and he says, you know what, right back to what fed me last time. I'm going to get here into the paint. I'm going to go to the fadeaway, get the body into Ethan Rusvatch. Rusvatch reaches out. I thought it was mostly ball, but it looked like some arm in there, according to official Sam Pan. So Walter Brown heads to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play and doesn't quite get the roll. 11 points the difference for the Nuggets. I need to see something going offensively. They just need to get a little bit more enthusiasm and energy on this side of the court. And to that end, Isaac Miller-Jones is checked in the ball game.
Blocked, Jack Andrew.
But once again, just doing it without ball movement. That ball needs to go through hands. Well, foul called there. We're going to be going the other direction. Coach Jeff Sparrow likes that one. On the illegal screen. And it gives them a chance to get this lead back to single digits. But right now, you can just feel this arm wrestle is just tilting the way towards those guys in red jerseys. Just look how far out the offense for the Otago Nuggets is being forced on these initial catches. Nothing easy so far in the third.
More tough defense. Rusbatch under pressure. Taylor Britt
and looks at him.
Packs his stuff out of bounds and let Rusbatch know about it.
He's going to be letting him know about that one for a long time. That's going to be in a text chain somewhere.
That's going to be on socials. Clip it up, put it up. Smiler with the ball, pulls the trigger with the shot clock winding down. And that missed everything, and it will be Rams' ball.
And take another look at the block. Looked like Rusbatch had the play, but bang, get it in, and right into the face, right into the face of the smile. Oh, I love it. I love the Bants. The big block, you felt it, you know it.
Wag the finger, Taylor Britt. Wag the finger. Timeout 48-37. Jeff Sparrow, everyone in front of him listening intently.
Yes, Sparrow's getting into this one.
And we will not put our microphone into that one, I can assure you, on your Sunday afternoon. But Jeff Sparrow, this is an undefeated Nuggets team in an 11-point hole here, and they've only got 37 points through 2 quarters and 3 minutes of basketball.
But if I'm the Nuggets, I'm not as concerned about the offense. We haven't been a great offense this year. What we've been is a great defense. And great defense takes energy and enthusiasm every single play. And you can just see that the energy levels are down a little bit. They're not rotating as crisply as they have been. They're not communicating probably to the same level. Mentioned earlier, this is their second game of the round. With those excuses, you can use those excuses later. On the court, you just have to find the energy. You have to find a way to be a little bit quicker, to be a little bit louder, and to work your way back into a ball game one possession at a time. Easier said than done against the Rams team playing well at home.
Well, they beat a short-handed Sharks team to start the season, and they took on the Nuggets at home and held them to 77 Nuggets, and they defeated the Tauranga Fight 92-81. This is a real test here for this undefeated Nuggets team. Canterbury Rams have aspirations to get back to the grand final game, which they missed out on last season. Saints beating the Sharks in that one. And
good transition defense by the Rams. Stop that opportunity by Tuach.
It's Tuach with the finish. That's tough finish. Boy, Tuach.
Nobody tougher to finish on this Ram squad over than Todd Withers. He had a hand on that, but Tuach somehow finds the angle. Kate still can't find the range from there, and somehow Walter Brown gets to it first, but instead is Zach McKenzie. Oh, what an angle.
Wow. Walter Brown with the finish. Rusbatch has 12.
Looked like McKenzie had that one blocked dead to rights, but just the extension by Brown finds the angle on the kiss off the glass.
And here is Rusbatch looking for 15.
Man, that's a shot that the Nuggets are going to work their way back in. Just has to drop. Wide open look for one of your better three-point shooters, but his leg fatigue is real.
Brown had the lane, and instead he kicks it out to a Todd Withers 3. If that's not basketball in 2026, I'm not sure what is.
Well, it's also trying to get Todd Withers going. That's his first bucket of the ball game. 1 for 6 now, 1 for 4 from 3. And you know, I think the unselfish play there by Brown to try and get one of your premier scorers just feeling a little bit better in this one.
With his 6 rebounds, 2 assists and a steal, going on with 2 blocks. That's much needed offense.
The mid-range, good action to get to that middle on ball. and give Rusbatch the opportunity to attack at the paint.
There has to be somebody else to join Ethan Rusbatch, though, for the Nuggets. And Taylor Britt, Nuggets at 6s and 7s, and he makes them pay for 3.
And boy, Tuach was on the weak side. The double team on the ball. They denied the first 2 passes, and Tuach had 2 defenders. He couldn't get to that high pass early enough, so he was just on an island. There was no way he was going to be able to recover to that Britt corner 3.
19 points for Taylor Britt. McKenzie look for the handoff. Now they'll go at Walter Brown. The wide frame of Zach McKenzie just left it short.
And the Nuggets, it's a lot of one-on-one basketball here in the second half. They've lost that ball movement. They've lost that connection on the offensive end.
Nice find, Ihaka Kate. Still looking for that corner ball to drop for him.
He is now 1 for 6 from behind the arc today.
The Joes, Smiler. Rams ball came off Miller Joes.
Just the subs coming in now. The Otago Nuggets going to try a couple of fresh bodies as Taylor Britt continues to control the action.
Britt slips, and he should be getting back up by the looks. And it's Elaine Louis finally getting it done.
Well,
and then Taylor Britt will limp off, and that is not a good sign. We've got Nick Bewley sideline. We'll get a report on that, and he was already getting physio attention. That's why we couldn't talk to him at half-time. And he just rolls that ankle under his leg there, and yeah, hit the decal, and down goes Taylor Britt.
Unlucky. You don't expect to see a wet spot there. Elaine Louis jumps on it immediately. And maybe this is the little spark that ignites something for the Nuggets, but another missed free throw. Once again, unsurprising for a team that is bottom of the table when it comes to free throw percentage.
13 is the lead for the Rams. Taylor Britt receiving attention on the bench. Nick Bewley sideline.
Yeah, just a quick report, guys. He's got that knee brace, obviously, on the right leg, but it is an ankle issue, injury or issue. He's just getting some tape applied, shoes off, socks off. We'll wait and see if he checks back in soon.
Miller Joes.
Oh, my.
Spinning and continuing and dropping. Eyes hit Miller Joes.
The 360 little layup. I thought he was going to go up for the power flush. Instead, comes to the jump stop and shows some nice footwork with the pirouette. And the ball rolls in. Miller Joes likes it. The Nuggets are saying, wait a minute, we got some momentum, cutting this to a 10 if we can get the make from the Chemist Warehouse stripe here.
Isaac Miller Joes. Thank you to Nick for that report. Taylor Britt getting it strapped up.
You can see on the Taylor Britt hasn't gone back to the locker room. He stayed on the bench, so we'll expect to see him back in the ball game shortly.
It's behind the row of assistant coaches there.
And always better when you got just a little bit of a nip on that ankle to get right back into it. The longer you spend on the bench, the more it tightens up. It's going to be sore tonight, and it's going to be sore tomorrow, but right now you got a chance to get back out there and take some of that soreness away.
And then just too aggressive as Louis just bumping Walter Brown down, helps him up. Nuggets 8 of 14 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Timeout to the Rams there. And just without Taylor Britt, you can see how quickly the offensive flow gets lost. They are so dependent on him to get set, to have them, the players in the correct positions. And he takes a couple of minutes off, and all that connectedness, it's quick to go away.
Rams lead is 11, 56-45.
Yeah, we've got side out of bounds here. Okay. Jake Holmes, inbound it. Brody off, Jack Andrew here. Okay, back screen. Yeah, to the corner. Jack, win this catch here. Okay, ball comes in, zoom, clear through. Okay, everyone good? Hey, just got to be available here. Like the blitzing on balls, physicality's lifted. Be strong with the ball. On drives, play off 2 feet. Okay, they're not calling anything right now. Okay. Defensively, get back to us. Okay, get back to us, be solid. Contest, rebound. Okay, here we go.
I like the recognition by Quinn Clinton that the physicality and the energy of the Nuggets has been lifted. But we had Nick Bewley at the Otago Nuggets bench. What did they have to say over there?
Yeah, similar message to earlier, Case, in terms of staying active, pushing that tempo. Jeff Sparrow acknowledged that they've only had one foul this third quarter, so even more reason to push and get right up in that action, particularly on those ball screens.
And a lack of fouls is always a good indicator of a lack of energy and aggression. You know, and you can say you're working hard, but if you're really working hard, once or twice you're going to get that hand caught in the cookie jar and the whistle's going to blow.
Well, they've got 2 team fouls assigned to them in this quarter, so I might need to look at the score bench there and just look at the stack of numbers.
How about looking at the assist numbers for this Nuggets team? I've been mentioning that the ball hasn't been moving much. I might be wrong, because they have 16 assists on 17 field goals.
At halftime, they had 13 assists on 12 field goals.
I was going to let that one go, but you're calling out the stats, Pete.
No, I'm just saying, that's how good the Nuggets are. They're getting double assists for someone. I think they gave 2 assists for Ethan Rusbatch's one-handed bounce pass.
It was so pretty, they counted twice.
No, I think that's what happened there. And then maybe someone came to their senses at halftime. But yes, you're right. Distribution isn't a problem for the Nuggets. It's just making sure that they're getting more volume going through the rim.
Exactly. It is a problem because we haven't seen enough of it. But when they do pass that ball around, it is working against this Nuggets squad.
And Nick Bewley's got an update on Taylor Britt for us.
Yeah, just quickly, guys. Taylor Britt, shoes back on. Is certainly grimacing with the knee issue and the foot issue now on the right leg, but he is looking to check back in.
Yeah, ready to go. Just saw him there. Say, yep, good to go. See how long it takes as we see another semi-transition opportunity for the Nuggets as Isaac Miller-Jones attacks the cup again. He's just got the 4 points, but 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and the block. Interesting about those assist numbers for the Nuggets. Normally, it's Elaine Louis who's really facilitating things. He's just got 3 today. But overall, 3 players with 3 assists, so sharing that load passing the rock around.
Yeah, he's 6th in the league in assists at 7.5. This is the man who's leading the league in assists. Taylor Britt, just over 9 a game.
My question for the Nuggets is, you had Taylor Britt on the sideline for 4 or 5 minutes there. Did they make enough of a dent in this lead that the Rams have to give themselves a chance to get back into the game?
2nd in the league, I should say, is Britt, who's back, and this is the baseline J. To pass it.
Good hustle, Walter Brown.
Couldn't quite corral that, and it's going to be Walter Brown who steals that.
Just love that, not giving up on the play. You're not guarding anybody, but you're just hustling to get back, and that's why.
What is shut down by Touch on that 3-point attempt. Closed the space really quickly. Louis on the drive, taking matters into his own hands. That's good from Elaine Louis.
Oh, what a save by Smiler.
They get a steal. It's Britt goes down again. Touch with his feet set. Louis doing up his shoelaces at mid-court. Gets away with it as well.
Good timing. Saw that well. Taylor Britt gets that turnover. The Nuggets can't take advantage, and Taylor Britt once again letting these Otago Nuggets defenders know, if you're going to pick me up at the 3-point line, that's too late. Another look at that ankle and that knee brace. A little bit of soreness, a little bit of a lean-to the walk there. I think it's the shoes being different colors, different weights and different colors, so it makes it hard to use the shoes. It's science.
Good team foul. Walter Brown in his red shoes sees a double. Jack Andrew, Miller-Jones. That's a tough, strong move. Unfortunate for Jack Andrew, couldn't finish it. Rusbatch driving. That's the beauty of Ethan Rusbatch. Just a threat from deep, but left it short on the finger roll.
Good challenge by Walter Brown. Took away what would have been an easy finish.
Oh, Louis took it away from him. Here comes Elaine Louis.
Oh, had the other way. Had Touch on the run. Unfortunately, went to Tata Paese, who's travels. If Louis had gone the other way, it would have been a Touch dunk on the rim.
This is a good fight back from the Nuggets, though.
It's grindy today.
It is real grindy. They managed to corral this one back in, grab it to 7.
I think if you would have told Coach Sparrow that with the minute and a half left that you would have had the Rams at 56 points, he would have felt pretty happy about things. I don't think he would have expected the 49 for his own team.
Jack Andrew puts it up and in.
And that's that rotation, that low man rotation. Ruspatch is there, but what's he going to do against Jack Andrew? He's given up 5 inches and about 30 kilos.
It's been over a minute of game clock since the Nuggets have scored here. Louis gets it back. Can he get it to go down? He can't.
In the land of the Giants.
That's a tough, tough place to be. Brett kicking it out. Finally it drops. And
Jake Holmes finds the corner triple.
Holmes moves to 5.
Taylor Britt, nice facilitation there, trusting the young fella to complete the play. And the Rams back in control of the game.
Vatapaya says 3 rims out.
Now they had it down to 7. Felt like they were about on the cusp, but instead leads at 12. And Taylor Britt with a chance to extend it at the end of 3. Feels like they've grabbed control of this ball game once again.
Down to 10 seconds. Taylor Britt up comes with us. Jack Andrew, corner ball. Tuach with 2 seconds. 3/4 court. 3rd quarter is over. And it's a Rams double-digit lead once more. They got it to within 7 to the Nuggets. But it's the Rams who lead 61-49 after 3. (61-49), the Rams with a 12-point lead. 4th quarter about to get underway. Well, my hoki mai, welcome back to Parakiore Recreation and Sports Centre in Otago, Christchurch. And now we are joined by Quinn Clinton from the Canterbury Rams. Quinn, congratulations on 3 quarters. You've held this team to under 49. What do you need to do to close this game out?
More of that. It looked pretty good. Just offensively, just got too stagnant. A lot of, not really getting through multiple actions, and that allowed them to be physical on the ball.
No Tamaning Cho, so you're already down 1 body. Taylor Britt has some issues with the lower leg there. How concerned are you about leaving in the ball game and one that you've got in control? Are you just going to let him finish this one out because you need him out there, or are you going to be a little bit more conservative with the playing time given his physical condition?
Yeah, we're just going to read the flow of the game. I think, they're being physical on him, and I mean, he's used to it. He's a veteran.
Quinn, thanks for your time, mate. Appreciate it. Brett, long 2, left it short.
I love it when the coach talks about the veteran who's like a year and a half older than he is.
Louis, off the glass and in.
He's been good in transition here in the 2nd quarter. He's finding ways to insert himself into the action. Hasn't had a lot of ball in hand in the half court and isn't facilitating the level we would expect from him, but making an impact late as the Nuggets are looking to make 1 more run.
Lane, Louis all over Taylor Britt and then called for the foul.
I thought that fall was up and free by the time that whistle got called, so I'm not sure if that was the initial contact that forced that ball out that we got whistled, or if it was the fight for the basketball afterwards, but either way, that looks like foul number 4 on Alain Louis. Sorry, make that 3. I was counting fast.
Brett couldn't quite get that one to go a little bit further. Paese to start the third for the Nuggets. Tuach, right-hand finish. This is better from the Nuggets in this fourth quarter.
Tuach, they could use some offense from him. He's up to double digits now, but he was averaging over 20 a game coming into this one, sitting at 11 points. If he could get a little bit of a spark going, that would help the boys in blue.
Withers, corner 3. Jack Andrew bullying everybody to get a rebound. Oh, Withers just took it away. Ruspatch with the hands on Withers, and it's going to be Rams ball on the baseline.
And when I'm a little bit undersized fighting for rebounds, the thing I hate to see is my teammates out there at the elbows or the three-point line. Get in here and help us. Their big bodies crashing down. We need as many boys in blue as we can get going on, and Ethan Ruspatch just sneaks a hand in. Todd Withers thinking that might be contact, send me to the Chemist Warehouse stripe, but not today.
Walter Brown, 6 to shoot.
Good pass.
Nice find, and the foul.
The whistle was a basket, and it would have been a basket interference, counting either way, so just the 2 points. But a really nice find by Walter Brown. Sees that switch, the drop-down pass right into the breadbasket, allowing Andrews to go straight into the drop step for the finish.
Tuach going to his left, picked up his dribble, finds Ruspatch, kept his pivot. Tuach, 6 to shoot.
He had that drive if he wanted it.
Certainly did, but he didn't need it, Casey, because he's got a step back 3, my friend.
I'll just snatch it back and snatch your snow at the same time. Who needs a dunk? I'll just take triples.
Foul by Smiler, Taylor Britt. And they had a 15-point lead in the second quarter to the Canterbury Rams. Nuggets fighting back here.
They're just hanging around, aren't they? The Rams, since that Taylor Britt injury, they've lost a step offensively. They haven't found that same level of comfort. I wonder if with a bit of time left, they'll find it with these last 7, or will the Nuggets keep on digging into this one?
Drop off! Oh, that's pretty.
Taylor Britt. And we spoke about looking for his own offense in the first half. Is that a charge?
Yeah. That's a charge. He's called for the offensive foul, is boy Tuach.
Well, from the TV angle, tough to see. Thought it was just a good, strong move. But either way, that's negates what would have been a bucket for the Nuggets. Take another look at it. And Walter Brown is in decent position. Does a good job of selling it physically. Either way, the thing about those charge block calls can go either way pretty much every single time. They go bang, bang. This time it goes towards the Rams.
Nuggets extending their pressure. And that is good pressure as well. That's what Jeff Sparrow and the Otago Nuggets like.
Well, anything to get this Rams team feeling uncomfortable. Get them a little bit sped up. But it all comes down to offensive efficiency on the other end. Under 40% are the Nuggets right now shooting the basketball, and just 20% from 3. They need something to start dropping the bottom of that net. Oh,
no, it's waved off.
Well, Miller Jones tips it in.
And just on the follow there, but Alain Louis starting to get things going here for the Nuggets in the second half. And this is what they need. They need Tuach hitting step back 3s. They need Louis to start getting aggressive and getting into the paint.
And they need you to use that QR code and scan to apply for the Chemist Warehouse Hoops in Schools program. A fantastic initiative in conjunction with Basketball New Zealand that's looking to bring more hoops to schools and parks near you. We're looking for Tasman, Canterbury, and West Coast now. All those Rams fans, scan that code. See if your school might apply. And don't worry, the rest of the country, we're coming to other regions later in the year. Check out the Basketball New Zealand website for information.
So the score is 68-59. Still plenty of time left here. The Canterbury Rams came into this game second best in scoring, averaging almost 100 points a game. And there's Jack Andrew, just the size of the former Nugget. Too much to handle. 19 points for him now.
Well, it's taken about 34 minutes for the Rams to realize they've got the biggest dude in the court by far, and maybe we should feed him down in the post. He's not quite as efficient as he normally is. He's only shooting 61% from the field today.
Oh, that's a bad game for Jack Andrew. He's usually 75%.
19 points, no, sorry, 20 points on the make, 9 rebounds, and 1 block. So once again, very efficient without a lot of ball in hand.
Such a great signing for the Rams. Just the size of Jack Andrew. Rusbatch on the curl. Might have had it blocked or he passed it, but either way,
give him an assist.
It's a 2-point bucket for Miller Joes.
Give him an assist. Back to 10 points. Just hanging around. Either team can make a run and change the flow of this game. Walter Brown.
Knocked away by Miller Joes, and again, it's Jack Andrew tipped out by Miller Joes. Doing yeoman's work underneath.
Classic Miller Joes, the energy, the enthusiasm. It's contagious. They need more of it.
Lane Louis finds McKenzie. Rusbatch. Brown on him. Fires it across to Louis, who gets into the paint. Tipped away. Withers again. Might not be putting the ball in the hoop regularly, but he's doing everything else. Britt gets around. Finds the cutter, and Brown. And he's fouled. He'll head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot 2.
Yeah, I love the points you make about Todd Withers. Just the 1 bucket today and a few free throws. Sorry, 2 buckets today, 6 points in total, both from behind the arc. But it's his impact in other areas of the game. He, a consummate professional, doesn't let the down day offensively impact his tremendous defensive efforts.
Won a title with the Nuggets in 2022 to Todd Withers. He was superb. Undisclosed injury that no one really talked about in that championship game as well. I think it was ribs, and he's just tough.
He was a stallion that year. He was as good a defensive player as I've ever seen in the Sal's NBL. He's 6'9", he can guard point guards, he can guard people on the post, and still has all of those skills.
Brown makes the second, lead back to double digits. 5:24 to go in the game. Louis, Nuggets, do they have a run in them? Will the Rams defense slack off? Highly doubt it. McKenzie's 3 is off.
That wasn't even a 3, that was a long 2. And I don't like that shot. You need something that's just a little bit more constructed, a little bit more curated instead of the quick 2 with your foot on the line.
There's Brown on the wing, touch on him. Formerly of the Tuatara. Withers with his feet set. Good contest by Louis. And then it's saved. Nicely done. Andrew gives it down to Withers. Withers can't even get one in from close. But it's Ihaka Kate on the glass who tips it up and in.
Timeout to the Nuggets. They've seen enough. They need something to change in this game.
Todd Withers just not falling for him, but the effort is there. There's never any doubt about that, as Casey alluded to and talked about. And it's a 13-point Rams lead, and the Nuggets need to have a chat.
Withers 2 for 13 from the field, but he's got 8 rebounds, 3 on the offensive end. He's got 1 steal. He's got 3 blocks, doing all the little things to grab the victory.
Double fist. If they give you a reason, you run and jump it, okay? Our ball coming in. Let's get a good one here. Huh? No. Let's get Boy right here. Let's get what we ran at Southland. Hen, Zach, Elaine, and E. Let's hit. All right. Nope, I'm sorry. Hit. Come over. Let's set the fake stagger for E. Look at it. 1 dribble. Let's get a backdoor layup and get into double fist. All right? Okay, listen. It's a long game. I got a timeout left. We got our player left. It's going to go our way. They're still taking early bad ones. We just got to squeeze them. All right? Double fist on every make. Do not back up on a make. Stay up. Here we go. Execute on 3. 1, 2, 3. Execute.
Well, they're going to lift the pressure. We're going to see a little bit of full court action when they do get those makes. Try and speed things up. And that could work in their favor, but it could also open things up for a Rams team that seems to be finding its strength here in the 4th quarter.
So they've got the Phi away, and he hosts the Sharks. That'll be a great game, round 6. Just away for round 7 against the Jets. Nick Bewley.
Oh, just the report from the Rams bench, guys. No message as such from Quinn Clinton, but it was amazing to see how much pickle juice emerged for guys like Walter Brown, Todd Withers, Jack Andrew, all playing massive minutes trying to combat cramp here. That margin still just awkward, isn't it? 13 points with 4:25 to play. I
find that intriguing, guys, because they've played one game around for the last 2 rounds, like 3 weeks. So maybe just, I mean, they're only missing Cho, and he's a big out, obviously. It's Jack Andrew. Try to put it back, but maybe just a lack of game time is sort of starting to affect them a little bit here.
Yeah, I think that is what it is, Moles. Like you mentioned, only 1 game a week. Well, it's actually good for your body to play multiple games and get used to coming out and giving that high level of effort and energy multiple times a week. When you do pull away from it, it can be a little bit more difficult to find that top level.
I think the Rams defense more than the Nuggets in a double game round and feeling the effects of that has been the key here. The Rams defense has been up and in. Todd Withers has been everywhere. They've always had a really strong rapid league bench team, had the Rams. Familiar names like the Isaac brothers, and they're not there this season. Now without their starter, Tamanang Cho. But conversely, Jack Andrews played 20 minutes. Taylor Britt's played 19. He's tweaked an ankle. He's got a knee brace on. Walter Brown's played 17. There's only 4 minutes to go here. It's too much.
Yeah, running out of time. If the Nuggets are going to make a run, it has to be right now.
Excuse me, 30 minutes for Walter Brown. It's starting to get away on the Nuggets, though, as you are right, Casey.
How about Walter Brown? Still in that triple-double watch. 17 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks to go with it.
It's really nice stat line. Taylor Britt and Todd Withers will close this game out. We'll get up to around, correcting here, about 36 minutes, maybe 35. That's normal, though, for starters in the South NBL when you've got all NBL quality guys.
Look, 36 minutes isn't that many. You can really play all 40 of a 40-minute game. It's when you get beyond that when things get difficult, and it also depends on what you're being tasked to do. Are you being asked to play 20 minutes of defense and carry the ball at the same time? But yeah. I think this Rams team understands its roles, and everyone plays it, what they're being asked to do very well.
Yeah, that 36 minutes looks different when you're a scorer who maybe doesn't have to contend with a top 1 or 2 scorer in the league at the other end as well.
Yeah, when you look at like what Taylor Britt's being asked to do, carry the ball every time against tough defense that goes to full court, carry that offensive load, but then on the other side, playing that top level defense as well, that gets a little bit harder.
Rusbatch off on that one. McKenzie, tough rebound. That stops the clock, and that sends Zach McKenzie to the line.
Still just clawing their way in, little by little, trying to stay with it, but that clock is running, and it is not their friend.
McKenzie, 4 of 4 from the line, spent the last couple of seasons playing in the lower leagues in Australia, formerly of the Bulls. Zach McKenzie's come back, he's worked on his body. He's getting the starting role for the Nuggets here for Jeff Sparrow. But they're down 14, now the 4-0 Otago Nuggets. They're staring down, taking their first L of the season here in Christchurch.
Had an opportunity for a trap there, but Taylor Britt avoids it. And wisely just using up the shot clock.
Britt.
That's tough.
That's really tough. The step back, almost one-legged for Taylor Britt.
You think that plays into the hands of the Nuggets. Nobody else touches the ball, but just some nice shot making on display. He's got 22 now. Leading scorer in the ball game.
Louis, in and out. Quick trigger on the 3. Taylor Britt with 22 now. Tuach rather in Rusbatch. Top scorers for the Nuggets at 14. Withers looking for a bucket, can't buy one. Jack Andrews sends McKenzie to the floor. Rams ball though, and we're going to wipe up where McKenzie fell down.
Those offensive rebounds. You mentioned the loss to the Bulls. The Rams just devastated on the offensive glass. Well,
31 they conceded.
Today they're giving the Nuggets a little bit of that medicine back at them. 17 offensive rebounds on the day. That's nearly 50% of those shots back. They've missed 43 shots. They've gotten 17 of them back. And you love that kind of effort if you're a coach. If you know you can go out there and just outwork opponents to get the board, that goes a long way.
Still to come in round 4 after this game. Sharks and Jets. Taylor Johnson, Lindsay Tate on the call for that one.
Well, shot clock is your friend if you're the Rams. The Nuggets are trying to speed them up. And they did so well there.
Is that a wet spot where...
Man, this floor is slick when he gets a couple of drops of sweat, eh?
It certainly is. Not for the first time we've seen it go down like that in the 3-ball. Working for Walter Brown. He's 3 of 6 from deep.
20 points, 11 boards, 7 assists.
Get it, Walter.
Stat stuffer.
Get those 3 assists, Walter.
And just rock him to sleep. Hit the Jimmy. And then let's go back. Let's put this one in the esky.
On the chili bun. 22 for Taylor Britt, 20 for Jack Andrew and Walter Brown. And he is in serious consideration for the game MVP as Walter Brown with that near triple-double. He's also got 3 steals and 2 blocks. I'm giving it to him, Casey, with a minute 53.
Agree. I'll give it.
This is a rare thing where Casey agrees with me.
I mean, to be fair, I don't really agree.
I feel stink now for Taylor Britt. But he hasn't got a rebound, Taylor.
No, I think the overall impact of Walter Brown today has been tremendous. He's really done a nice job of facilitating. Taylor Britt, obviously a good choice. Jack Andrew right there as well.
Absolutely.
That's the thing about good teams. You can normally point to multiple people that have led to that victory.
If one of your imports go 2 for 14 like Withers has, and you still get 3 20-point scorers. It's the beauty and balance of a Rams team. They've got an active big in Jack Andrew. They've got the head of the snake in Taylor Britt. They've got a wing like Walter Brown, and they've got a do-it-all guy like Todd Withers. Young guys like Ihaka Kate come in to the starting unit without Tamanang Cho. Poked away by Tuach. Takes the 3 eventually. McKenzie, Rusfatch. Great find from Rusfatch. Ran exactly to the right spot. Got his feet set. Makes it just a touch interesting with 63 seconds to go, but they need to do it again on the press.
And then do it again.
And then do it again. And maybe some 3-point plays. 4-point plays.
If you get
that's not gonna help.
Turnovers help. 20 seconds left. Todd Withers says, I'll get a bucket closer.
Count it, and 1.
I'm gonna get myself.
And that'll be it.
A couple more points.
I'm calling the game.
Yeah, we can go ahead and shut the fridge door on this one. Turn that light out.
It's a 5-score game.
You see Zach McKenzie tries to get up in physical, and Todd Withers says, you know what? I've been dependent on that 3-point shot today. It's not going my way. Let me get a layup.
This is an impressive win by the Rams, Casey. They hold the Nuggets to 69 points with 55 seconds to go.
And in a way that the Rams hadn't won a game yet this year. It got uglied up. It was a grind. They worked their way through it. They weren't at full strength, only getting up into the 80s themselves, but found a way to get the win. And that shows a lot about the character of this team in the early season.
They needed more out of Hen and Louis, did the Nuggets, and Caleb Martin.
Yeah, Christian Martin.
Excuse me, Christian Martin, yeah.
Jake Holmes just a little aggressive closing out there.
Yeah, a little bit too strong. And I'll go back to the point again about the Nuggets as they call timeout. They need Matt Bardsley. Matt Bardsley's defense on Taylor Britt might have made a difference, or his defense on Walter Brown as well. And
just his rebounding, his extra stuff. You look at the stats for today's game, we'll get into later, but 53 rebounds to 38. That is a huge advantage for a Rams team that hasn't been that dominant on the glass this year. To lose a swing guy that likes to get in there and get physical, that does impact things. You know, you mentioned the defense on Britt, also the defense on Brown. You know, the way that Bardsley plays, he's a good foil for that body type as well. So this will be we will be saying goodbye to the last of the undefeated teams in the Sal's NBL today, with the Otago Nuggets losing their O. Nobody is blemishless.
Well, let's just have a look at some of the team stats, because the Nuggets came into this game and they were looking pretty good, sitting at 4-0. They've only hit 38% of their shots. They've assisted on 26 of their shots 22 times on their makes. Very impressive. They've only turned the ball over 9 times, right? But it's the three-point shooting. They're 5 of 25, and they're 12 of 22. Make it 13 of 23 from the free throw line.
Yeah, at some point that was going to bite them. You know, that lack of efficiency from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. And down 13, you've missed 10 free throws, make it 11.
Well, their 57% is tied for third of the true shooting percentage. Third in effective field goal percentage. So the Rams read the scout, did their homework. They prepared for the Nuggets, and they've done the job. As Martin goes 1 for 4 from the line for this game.
35 seconds, stretching it out. Stretching this one out as we're stretching out the conversation about who's the MVP.
Definitely Walter Brown is the MVP, Casey. We've confirmed
Walter Brown, definitely?
We're definitely confirming. Walter Brown is our MVP.
20 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. He did have the 5 turnovers. But, you know.
It's not Disney, man. You've got to paint the picture. Just putting it in the group chat, Walter Brown MVP, just so everybody knows.
Just let everybody know?
Yeah, I'm just doing that. Just making sure that everybody in the truck knows, that Nick knows who to interview.
That's great.
Yeah.
You're a team player.
Yep. Well, just doing the comms, man.
Just a complete performance by the Rams tonight.
It really is.
I like to see when a team's not playing their best offensively and still can come out and be dominant. Especially down one of their key cogs, Temmening Show. So vital to what they do in the half-court scoring-wise, but we're able to look real solid without him.
Touch off the glass and in.
Just didn't have enough actions like that today. Didn't get enough handoffs and guys coming through at speed.
And still fighting to the death here. So here's what's coming up for the Nuggets. And they now are 4-1. To be fair, they only won 3 games last season, so there's some consolation in Jeff Sparrow. Like, this is a learning curve for him and his crew, because they have got the Hawks who are looking for their first win, and it doesn't get much easier because they've got the Tuatara at home and away to the Giants. They've already played the Giants as well. Beat the Giants, of course. Guys, they're coming. They're retooling. The Tuatara, the 2 towers of Johnson and Lowe.
It's a lot of talent around the league, but no one has really solidified themselves as a favorite or that far above. You can look at, we talk about the Hawks. They've had a tough start. They're 0-5, but they've lost 3 games by 2 or 3 points. You know, the other ones, they were right in them. This is a competition where if you relax for a moment, you can easily walk out with an L.
Especially for the Tuatara. You talked about it earlier off air, Casey. Zach Riley. I mean, he's really, like, we talk about Lowe and Johnson, yeah. But Zach Riley's playing out of his skin at the moment.
It's become the Riley show.
Oh, Taylor Britt, as advertised.
Oh, he looks like an MVP.
25 for him. Walter Brown is the game MVP, Casey. But Taylor Britt is making us look bad, and I'm throwing you in there as well. He hasn't got a rebound.
Why are you always...
Well, I'm just saying, he hasn't got a rebound. Walter's got 11.
That's not the point guard's job.
And 7 assists. Usually a long shot falls to a guard.
How would you know?
I was never in the paint.
Come out there.
I've seen a lot of basketball. The Taylor Britt's been superb. We joke. 9 of 21, 25 points. They just couldn't stop him. No one could do a job on Taylor Britt. And the Rams have done a job on the Otago Nuggets. They take their first L of the season on the road in Christchurch. And the Rams, with a statement win of sorts for them. They want to get back into the business end of the season, into the championship game. And they have an 87-72 win over the Nuggets here in Christchurch on a Sunday afternoon.
Just a complete performance. You know, I think the offense not flowing probably as smoothly as they liked, but they just strangled the life out of the opposition. Just as quarter went on, that opening quarter, the Otago Nuggets had 21, but just 28 points scored over quarters 2 and 3 because of the way the Rams played on that defensive end.
Walter Brown is the game MVP. Efficient, 8 of 14, 57%. 20 points, 11 rebounds, and those 7 assists as well. There's 3 steals and 2 blocks. 5 turnovers, 4 fouls. And now Nick Bewley joins us again. Nick.
Thanks, Miles. You're standing here with our game MVP, Walter Brown. You just saying to me you don't deserve it. The stat line says otherwise. Flirted with a triple-double there. How are you feeling about your game at the moment? I know you've been over in the collegiate system with UNLV. There seems to be real growth on your return to this league.
Yeah, I feel good. My teammates give me confidence. My coaches give me confidence. Really, it's just a credit to everyone else making me comfortable.
It's real intense from the outset there today. What do you feel like the key was, particularly as the Nuggets, they wouldn't go away, would they?
No, they stick around like they always do. We knew they were coming off a back-to-back, so we knew we had to play physical, we had to play fast, and try and wear them down over the course of the game.
How about this place? I know it's your second time here now in terms of the vibe, the atmosphere. You loving Parakiore?
Oh, it's great. I love it. It's a great new home for the Rams. I want to thank the fans for coming out and showing us the support they do week in, week out. It's just great.
Congratulations again, our game MVP today, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Well, Walter Brown, you may not think you deserve it, but you had a plus-minus of 22.
It's pretty good.
You did everything.
And it's not about just the offense. It's about what he's doing in other places. The defense, the recovering from shots, the dissuading shots, even when he doesn't get a stat for it. The box outs, he doesn't get credit for that. Rebounds, Holmes does, but it's his work that does it. Big shots when they needed it most. He shot at 57% on the day, 50% from behind the arc. The hustle was always there, as was the finishing.
Walter Brown did it all, and he was just everywhere, as Casey said, for the Canterbury Rams. They shot 41%. It was a grindy game, but they get the win, 87-72. Nick Bewley has Taylor Britt with him.
Yeah, I certainly do. Taylor Britt, congratulations on the win, but first things first, there'll be Rams fans out there. How's the knee? How's the foot?
Oh, yeah, all good. Just a wee bump. It's all good.
Talk about this team today, the effort. There's been a lot made, obviously, in the off-season about the lack of depth, if you want to call it that, guys like Max and the Isaac brothers leaving. But what does it say about this group that you were able to rally and contribute in such a way and get a win over a team who hadn't had a loss until now?
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a tough battle. They're sitting at the top of the table for a reason. They play really hard. So I think that was like the thing for the week. I thought the Bulls played harder than us last week. So that was one thing we really wanted to adjust. And I think we did a pretty good job. Hucker, Jake, all the guys, really good job, showed our depth. They're ready to play, so it's good.
We were just chatting to Walter Brown before. He's obviously come back from some collegiate experience at UNLV. You've played a lot of basketball with him. What's the noticeable jump he's made in his game since he's come back?
I just think he doesn't care anymore. Like offensively, he feels free to show like the type of player he is now. Like he used to just be catch and shoot, limit the dribbles, but now I guess he's showed that he's worked on his game and like just putting it into action in the game is, it's really good to see.
I agree. Likewise, look forward to seeing more of you throughout the course of the season. 6 days, rest up, and we'll see you against the Fly.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Taylor Britt, just the consummate point guard performance.
Yeah, and he's always able to give that to us in transition. He is such a weapon when he's feeling it from three. It stretches that offensive game even more. But reading the defense, if you're going to be in drops, I'm going to go straight to the paint. I'm going to attack the rim. If you're going to go over the top of the screen, I'm going to be able to turn and find the speed the other way. If you're going to try and go underneath, I'm going to reject the stream. I'm going to come straight down and I'm going to finish that way. Showing the full bag of tricks. He was deep within it today as he scored those 25 points and powered the Rams to this victory.
He was one of the reasons why they went back-to-back in 23-24, waited 31 years to get another chip. Now they got 6, the Canterbury Rams, and Taylor Britt is desperate to lead them back to another banner.
Two things I'm looking at those stats. They did such a good job defensively and on the glass. That's why the Rams take that win. Take a look at the round 4 fixture. Started with the Saints, taking down the Airs in the Capitol. The Nuggets got a win earlier in the week despite a lot of foul trouble, holding off the Jets in the home court. The Bulls with the big win on the road against the Phi. The Giants and the Airs, the doubleheader loss on both edges. The Hawks could not come back against the Tuatara, who hold on in the Hawks' nest in Hawke's Bay last night. The Rams with this one. And to finish up the week, it's going to be the Sharks hosting the Jets in Invercargill.
That's coming up in 2 minutes' time. Taylor Johnson, Lindsay Tate on the call of that one. This is how it looks by virtue of their loss. They drop down to second spot. The Tuatara are your new leaders of the Sal's NBL standings. And at the bottom, the Hawks looking for their first win coming up in round 5. Fingers crossed for the Hawks' nest. Airs, Sharks, Bulls, Giants, Phi, Rams. We're looking forward to it all. Round 5 coming at you very soon. You should have called through. Well, the viewers don't know this. They're not going to your shitty website.
I will text them.